Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. Seconds to go back. Mark.
Been a scene like this in this Coliseum.
Touch the neck down in Auburn, Alabama.
Now that was basketball.
Auburn, SEC champs, and the celebration begins at Auburn Neville Arena.
A senior day on the Plains. Janai Broom, Dylan Cardwell, Chris Moore, Katie Johnson, Carter Sobera, and Jalen Harper, along with managers Chase Silvers, Reagan Sparks, and Regan McHugh, are all being honored today. The Tigers are looking to lock down a top 4 finish in the SEC and a double bye in Nashville. Good evening in War Eagle from Neville Arena with 9-time Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith and Jacob Hillman. I'm Andy Burcham. The Tigers went to Athens with a new starting lineup last month. Jalen Williams wasn't available. Chad Baker-Mazzara responded with a career-high 25 points. Chaney Johnson made his first Division I start and scored 16. And Aiden Holloway returned to the starting lineup, scoring 15. Auburn pulled away for a 97-76 win. Georgia severely damaged Ole Miss's at-large chances for the NCAA tournament berth on Tuesday night. The Bulldogs beat the Rebels 69-66 in Athens. No surprise it was a close game. The Tigers have had a one-possession game in the last 10 seconds 30 times this season. A win tonight, and the Tigers wrap up a top 4 berth at the SEC tournament. It's time to send the seniors out in appropriate fashion. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. At CB&S Bank, we've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Can you believe we're at the final regular season game? What began in Sioux Falls, South Dakota ends tonight at Neville Arena. The Tigers trying to wrap up a top 4 finish in the SEC and a double bye at the SEC tournament. Along with 9-time Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith and Jacob Hillman. I'm Andy Burcham. Well, you're down to this point, Sonny, and it's a senior day. So a lot of mixed emotions with this one here today, with so much of this season still to come in the month of March.
As a coach, I always thought this would be one of my toughest games. The seniors will always want to play maybe a little different. The team that you're playing is your biggest rival, and they've not had a great year. To get your team ready to play, it becomes one of the toughest times that you have.
With regard to Auburn's health, of course, you know about Lior Berman. He injured his knee a week ago today. Now, the news is better about it. He doesn't have a torn ACL. He could be back to playing in 4 to 6 weeks and may not require surgery, and that is certainly good news. But for the rest of it, Auburn is healthy for this one tonight. And this medical report brought to you by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders, proud to provide first aid care at every Auburn athletic event. Well, it has been a very busy day in and around the Auburn campus and in Southeastern Conference basketball today as well. And here to tell you about it is Jacob Hillman.
Thank you very much, Andy. What a season it's been, 2023 to 2024. And the vision is much clearer now than it was Tuesday on where Auburn will stand after this evening's game. We'll tell you that and some of the key notes from today's games. So we take a look at the SEC scoreboard.
From the home of the 5-time conference champions to every corner of the SEC, let's go around the most exciting conference in college basketball. This is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
Entering today, Auburn stood in a 4-way tie for second place with Kentucky, Alabama, and South Carolina. Kentucky obviously held the tiebreaker in head-to-head matchup. Auburn held the South Carolina tiebreaker because of a head-to-head matchup. And Alabama holds the tiebreaker over Auburn because of records against the top team. It's basically against Florida. Because Alabama got the home game against Florida and defeated them in that, they have the slot over Auburn in the tiebreaker. So where Auburn will be after tonight with the win depends on what happens with Kentucky and Knoxville. Wildcats currently lead. We'll give you more details coming up. But Auburn could finish in 3rd or 4th with a win and finish as low as 6th with the loss. So we'll keep you up to date with those standings and everything going on with those scenarios going on. But checking the Yellowwood scoreboard, number 16 Alabama defeated Arkansas 92-88. The Razorbacks had a lead throughout the game, but could not hold on towards the end and fall to 15-16 overall. That's the first losing season for Arkansas since 2009 to 2010. Mark Sears had 22 points, and Latrell Wrightsell had 20 points for the Crimson Tide as they go to 13-5. Texas A&M defeated Ole Miss 86-60 in Oxford to move to 9-9 in SEC play and move back onto that bubble and gives themselves a chance to make the NCAA tournament. Manny Obaseki had 25 points. Tyrese Radford had 19 points and 10 rebounds. And Wade Taylor IV had 19 points and 7 assists. Number 17, South Carolina, went to overtime at the hump with Mississippi State and won it 93-89. It's the winningest season in South Carolina basketball history, finishing 25-6 overall and 13-5 in conference. The Bulldogs fall to 8-10 in conference and 19-12 overall. As I mentioned, number 15 Kentucky leads number 4 Tennessee 74-67 with 4:40 to go in that ball game on Rocky Top. Antonio Reeves has 27 points and 6 rebounds. Dalton Connect doing what Dalton Connect does, 38 points so far in that ball game. Also going on right now, Florida is at Vanderbilt and leads 59-56. Zion Pullen has 16 points and 7 assists. And the Florida Gators are a team that Auburn could potentially face in the SEC tournament if Auburn gets that 3 seed. Later on tonight, Missouri will visit LSU looking to grab that one SEC win they can at 7:30 Central at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. So that's a check with all the SEC scores going on today. We'll keep you up to date with all of tonight's action, including the top 25 throughout our game here at Neville Arena. What's on the menu is presented by Whataburger. Give your taste buds that winning feeling with the new boneless Whata Wings from Whataburger. Crispy tender bites of chicken tossed in your choice of sauce. Available for a limited time. What's on the menu tonight? A 60-second scout of Georgia with Ira Bowman. And Chris Moore takes center stage for our player profile. Plus, Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with Bruce Pearl, Coach Sonny Smith's keys to the game, your starting lineups, and eventually tip-off. All coming up when the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Hillman here with you courtside at Neville Arena to tell you that just because the weather's chilly doesn't mean Alabama farmers aren't busy growing high-quality products. Visit sweetgrownalabama.org to make your next Tigers watch party a slam dunk. Find farm fresh greens, meats, and more at sweetgrownalabama.org. The Georgia Bulldogs are coached by Mike White, who is in his second year in Athens and have matched last season's overall and conference win total with 16 overall and 6 SEC victories this year. The Tigers are quite familiar with Coach White as he spent the 6 seasons prior leading the Florida Gators. Most recently, the Bulldogs started 3 freshmen against Ole Miss on Tuesday, with Blue Cane, Silas Demery Jr., and Dylan James getting the nod. It was the first time since March of 2020 that Georgia started a trio of freshmen in a game. Ira Bowman gives us his 60-second scout of Georgia.
Georgia is an experienced group. They've played the teams in the top of our league very well. I mean, obviously they have a couple guys that can create offense, and when they're making threes, they are very dangerous.
Let's start with the guards. What do you see out of the outside game of this Georgia ball?
Well, I mean, Thomason is a dangerous guard altogether because he's had some really big games in the league. I mean, games they've been down, he's had them willed their way back into games, big leads that they've cut, sent into overtime and played really well. Like I said, Justin Hill is a kid that can get downhill and score. Obviously, Blue Cane makes shots at a high rate. I mean, I think between those and Demery being a freshman who has really put a lot of pressure on the paint as far as creating fouls for them, I think it's a dangerous group. And you have guys that have some experience of being in college a while, so it's always a little scary to play them.
The importance of getting back on defense today.
Oh, that's paramount. I think that's the name of the game. I mean, transition, offense and defense for them is, I mean, they're at the top of the league. And when they're playing loose and free, obviously, I just remember games at Florida, at Kentucky, where they, almost put 100 points. A lot of them were dangerously, allocated to scoring in transition.
Excluding the Auburn game 2 weeks ago, the Bulldogs have kept games close with the top 5 of the SEC, losing by an average of 7.8 points per game in 5 of those matchups. The 60-second scout is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Well, if you're watching our courtside cam on the Auburn Tigers YouTube page, you can see Senior Day festivities are being set up today. Being honored will be Chris Moore, Janai Broome, Dylan Cardwell, Katie Johnson, Carter Sabera, and Jalen Harper as they will play, presumably, their final games in Neville Arena. Obviously, some of them have options to come back due to COVID or whatnot. They have not exhausted their eligibility. So those decisions will have to be made in the postseason, but today's player profile will feature one of those seniors. It's Chris Moore. His freshman season with Auburn was an unprecedented one with a full season of COVID-19 precautions and half-empty arenas. Now, 4 years later, Simo is an integral leader for the Tigers as one of the most veteran presence in the locker room and has been even when he was an underclassman. Moore's role on this team has increased following the injury to Lior Berman, and he put together an efficient 4-point, 3-rebound, and 1-assist performance in just 13 minutes at Missouri. Andy Burcham sits down with Chris Moore on his senior day for today's player profile.
Was there ever a time that if you thought you would get to a senior day with all that you've been through here at Auburn?
I done had people that helped me along the way to get to this day. So, I had no doubt that I was going to be able to get to this point and, reach this, emotional day.
What do you think this game is going to be like for you? You're going to be able to put out senior day and concentrate on the ball?
I mean, it's definitely going to be, like I said, emotional because it's going to be my last time playing in Neville Arena. But at the same time, though, I got to also think about it as, it's a stepping stone in my journey. I just finished one chapter of my life, and now it's time to go tackle somewhere else. But I also got to remember that we have more of the season left, so I got to stay focused on that, too. So, it's going to be emotional for today, but after that, I'm going to have to get over it and realize that we got to cut down some nets in March.
What does it mean for you guys to know that is out there, an SEC tournament championship, NCAA championship as well?
Oh, it give us a lot of hope. It give us a lot of courage, and it give us a lot of energy to go out there. Not take no more games for granted. I mean, not saying we have in the past, but we're really emphasizing every possession, every rebound, every all the small things that sometimes that doesn't other teams that don't do that we're trying to be consistent in. So.
Today, Chris will be honored alongside Janai Broom, Dylan Cardwell, Katie Johnson, Carter Sobera, and Jalen Harper, as well as the senior team managers on this team. Did you know that the same people who installed the sound system at Neville Arena are also available for your next special event? Auburn AV can handle any size event. Visit auburnav.com to see all their audio, video solutions. Up next, Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with head coach Bruce Pearl, head of Auburn and Georgia, in the regular season finale from Neville Arena. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Need great gifts for your family, friends, clients, and colleagues? You have to try Buff City Soap. Their soap, oils, body butters, bath bombs, candles, wax melts, and laundry soaps are delightful. Pick from a variety of handmade goodies with plant-based ingredients that delight your skin and smell wonderful. See partywithbuff.com to schedule your party or visit buffcitysoap.com to check out their many alternatives. Try the free short-term parking at the 320 West Magnolia Avenue building in downtown Auburn and fall in love with Buff City Soap.
Earn more on your balances with the Max Elevate Money Market. Enjoy the competitive rate benefits of certificate accounts with no fixed terms and more flexibility. Earn more on your balances and access them anytime. You expect more, and Max delivers. See our amazing rates at mymax.com/elevate. Max. Smart money made simple. Federally insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
My joints aren't what they used to be. Routine exercise, playing ball outside with the kids, riding bikes on vacation. I never worried about keeping up. But now, my joint pain has started slowing me down. I decided to make an appointment with the orthopedic clinic. Their surgical partners had the experience, technology, and personalized approach to care that I was looking for. Best of all, it was close to home. I'm thankful I chose the orthopedic clinic. Don't let joint pain slow you down. Visit theorthoclinic.com and schedule your appointment today.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Bruce Pearl. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Another senior day, and boy, this is a big senior day today.
It seems like every time we do it, there just gets to be more numbers, but I can't remember senior day where the guys that we're honoring have been here longer. I mean, in the sense that, even though we're not honoring Leor Berman, he's been here 5 years, right? Because we honored Leor last year. Jalen Williams, 5 years. We honored him last year. Dylan Cardwell, 4 years. Chris Moore, 4 years. Katie Johnson, 3 years. Janai Broom, 2 phenomenal years. I mean, it's Carter Cabrera 4 years. I mean, just you normally see 1 or 2 years, and you honor the seniors now with the transfer portal and how the world of college basketball is going. But I think that speaks to our culture. It speaks to the character, I think, of this team, and it speaks to guys like wanting to be at Auburn and wanting to stay at Auburn and wanting to get their degrees from Auburn. And I'm proud of these guys for sure. And I'm losing 3 terrific managers as well, people that have been in our program again for a long time that have contributed, you know, tremendously to our success and all that we've done.
And staying at Auburn and getting that Auburn degree, that's important to you as well.
It's important to everybody. I mean, people talk about it, and I think we've graduated 38 to 40 in the last 10 years, almost 4 a year. And that's just unheard of right now in these days. So, you know, it's but again, it's about guys coming here and wanting to stay. And that's just not the case everywhere. It has a lot less to do with us than it does with the quality education, the kind of community that we live in, the students that they're interacting with, and then they're just buying in. So it's a great group. Tonight we're not saying goodbye. We're saying thank you because we got more games to play, but we want to thank these seniors for their contributions.
We talked to Chris Moore a little bit earlier in the pregame, and he echoed the same thing. Yeah, it's a big night. Family's here. There's much, much more to play for at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot to play for. I mean, it's funny, as we sit here, Eddie, before the game, I feel more pressure in this game than I think any game all season long, and I tell you why. We win tonight, and we finish in a tie for second place, I believe, right? And in this league. And in this year, in this league, that's really something, really something. We don't, then we finish sixth. And this team has been higher than that all year long. You know, so there's an awful lot at stake. Now, that's a factor. At the same time, you know, I watched College Game Day today, and they're talking about, you know, to some of the experts, right, who are some of the teams that are undervalued. And they talked about Kentucky being a dangerous team, undervalued at a 4 seed maybe, and who are some of the overvalued seats. And they mentioned, 2 have mentioned Auburn. And so I keep bringing that stuff up to our players. Look, guys, it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter where we're picked. They still don't believe. And the only one way to get them to believe is to actually get out there and do it.
How important was the win at Georgia last month?
Well, that was a vital win in the sense that, you know, Georgia, well, they're a good team. I mean, you look at the rosters and you look at everything. A couple losses here for us, a couple wins from there. We're in completely, you know, we're in their shoes and they're in our shoes. And one of them was us going there and beating them there without Jalen Williams. You know, they have played as well on the road as they have at home, and they've been in every game. You've got the math, Andy, as far as how many close games they've been in. They won at South Carolina. They scored 96 at Kentucky. They lost in overtime at Florida after being down 20. They've beaten Florida State at Florida State. I mean, this team is a veteran team with lots of senior guards. They're going to go inside of the big fella. They're going to drive us one-on-one at the guard spots. They're dangerous in transition. And they've got to believe because, look, you know, they lost by 5 to Tennessee. If Tennessee's the best team in the league, they got to believe going into the SEC tournament, hey, we can make a run.
What makes this Georgia ball club as dangerous as it is here today?
Oh, they shoot the 3 ball really well. They make 8 threes a game. They got an inside game with a big fella. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because I don't want to mess you up. Shewa. And he's really good. I like him. I like his game. He's 7 foot. He's huge. He can throw his back to the basket. He's a good passer. He's playing 30 minutes a game now. He's got himself in a great shape, and Mike and his staff have done a really good job. And they got 3 or 4 really dangerous guards that can all make one-on-one plays. They can all shoot the 3 ball. And with the exception of Blue Kane, they're all older. So it's a team that, and they get to the foul line a lot. We send them to the foul line 35 times. We say this every pregame. We got to defend them without fouling them. We fouled Missouri too much. That was on the road. We fouled Georgia too much the first time. Hopefully they'll make those guys actually make some shots.
All the best today. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Hey, it's Bruce Pearl. When you find a player who's electric, what a game changer. Like the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning truck. It's got the performance you'd expect from an F-150, plus state-of-the-art tech like intelligent backup power. So if the lights go out at your properly equipped house, you've got the power to turn them back on. Game changing. That's what I'm talking about. See your local Ford dealer to learn more about the F-150 Lightning. Available at Ford EV certified dealers only. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
By now, your daily routine is probably a little too routine. Don't you want to change? Don't you want to start playing by your own rules and escape the routine so your fantasy becomes reality? Where every night is an adventure, where new flavors are ready to be tasted, where it feels like you're a winner. Take a chance. Reward yourself. Make your routine anything but routine. Escape every day at Wind Creek Casino and WindCreekCasino.com.
War Eagle, it's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccinations during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are all up to date on all recommended vaccines, including COVID-19 and flu. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out the Rio, Forte, Soul, or the Sporty Stinger. And don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Hillman here with you courtside at Neville Arena as we get set for the regular season finale between Auburn and Georgia. Now we bring in the 9-time Hall of Fame coach, Sonny Smith, for his keys to the game. All right, we just saw it, Senior Day festivities. What is the key for this coaching staff and these players to turn the corner and play this game and don't let the emotions get the best of you?
Well, when you have senior night, play the same way you have all season. Don't make it something different. That's number one. Number two, realize that their second team might be their best team. Don't let up when they substitute. I think that's a big thing with Georgia.
Looking at this crowd, it's going to be a packed-out Neville Arena. The soon turn spring break, but it doesn't look like it. How do you keep the crowd in this game, especially early on?
Well, I think anytime you play Georgia, the crowd is going to be really into the game. It's one of our biggest rivals. And I think that the crowd will be a factor more so than they are in the other ball games we play, like in Alabama, for instance. That would be big on those two games.
All right, one last question. Looking back at Tuesday, a great shooting performance in the second half for the Tigers. How do they carry that into today?
Well, I had a hard time catching. The cheerleaders were way ahead of you on that last call. But I think the key to this game is being able to adjust to the way that their second five might be a little bit better than their first at times. So you don't have to change too much. You want to get after them as much as you do the first half.
All right, thank you, Coach. We look forward to your call with the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham. Coach, Sonny Smith's keys to the game are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. And reminder, SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of Auburn Athletics. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, or softball tickets, that's where we're at now. SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. Quick check of the Yellowwood scoreboard as this will relate to Auburn a lot. Number 15, Kentucky leads number 4, Tennessee, 84-81. 6 seconds remain in the game. Reed Shepherd has 27 for the Wildcats. Dalton Connect has 40 for the Volunteers. If Kentucky holds on there, Auburn with the win would be the 4 seed in Nashville and would face the 5-12 winner on Friday afternoon. So we'll keep you up to date on that game later on. Florida also leads Vanderbilt 73-71 with 1:43 to go in that ball game. And then it'll just be Auburn and Georgia with Missouri and LSU to follow for the SEC regular season. Stay tuned, guys. Straight ahead, we have starting lineups and tip-off of Auburn and Georgia from Neville Arena. We take one more break before the 13th ranked Tigers play for the number 4 seed in Nashville next week in the 23-24 regular season finale. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Play 5.
When you see the SEC student athlete, it's easy to picture the swing, the stance, the form. But look closer, and you'll see the heart, the brain, the clutch lab partner, the avid two-stepper, the pride of a hometown, and a little brother's hero. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Rex Frederick.
Well, I think he seated about 2,800, but they'd put about 3,800 in there. The players would trip over people's feet when they went down the court and everything, but my 4 years, I think we lost 3 ball games at home. Sports Arena, and I was at the LSU football game, sitting in the west stands on about the 30-yard line, and I could see the barn, and while it was burning, that was a real sad time. They said that someone cooked out on a grill, and the wind started blowing, and the sports arena was all wood.
Right.
No concrete hardly anywhere except outside on the walkway, and it caught on fire, and when it did, fire trucks couldn't stop it.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Holloway the other way for Auburn. Aiden glides to the hole. Reverse layup. Oh, he made it. 11 for Holloway. To Holloway. 4-3. Got it.
Now to Holloway. 15 to shoot for the Tigers. Aiden looking for a screen. There it is. Gets it. Drives past Cisse and lobs it right down the basket.
Aiden Holloway, Charlotte, North Carolina, prolific prep.
3-ball Denver. Made 3 Denver.
Take that.
Off the left side, Denver. Jones 3. Yes!
All right.
18-footer Denver swish.
He's got a good look about him right now, Andy. I've got a feeling that Denver Jones is going to go off.
Denver Jones, Newmark, Alabama, Buckhorn High School.
Low post, Chad Bacon-Mazzara for the double-hand stop.
Shot with the left hand, and it's fouled on the play.
Bacon-Mazzara for 3. Yes, from the right wing. Ball stripped away by Chad Bacon-Mazzara. With the left hand, he put it in. Low post, Chad Bacon-Mazzara for the double-hand stop.
Chad Bacon-Mazzara, Santo Domingo, Dominican Pole, Colonial High School.
Auburn the other way. Jalen to the hole. Yes!
Great lead.
And a foul. Head for Jalen. Splits defenders to the hole. Got it! And he's tied his career high. Ahead Holloway. Lobs it. No! Jalen with a double-hand dunkaroo.
Jalen Williams, Hunter, Georgia, Brantley County High School.
Out to the top for Janai. He'll pop a 3. His third of the night and sets a career high. Underneath Broom, two-handed hammer.
It's called a pick and roll.
Lobs it ahead. Broom to the hole with the left hand. Yes, and a foul!
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn is 23-7 on the season, 12-5 in SEC play. Ranked number 13 in the AP poll, 14 in the coaches poll. Bruce Pearl in his 10 years at Auburn, a record of 196 and 118. In his 29th season overall, a record of 658 and 263. Georgia 16-14 on the season, 6-11 in SEC play. Mike White out of Ole Miss in his second season in Athens, a record of 32-30, and in his 13th season as a collegiate head coach, the record is 275 and 158. Here are the starters. Noah Thomason, 6'4" grad student out of Houston, Texas, a transfer from Niagara, 12.8 points, 2.8 rebounds. Silas Demery on one wing, a 6'5" freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, 9.5 points, 3.7 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Jabri Abdur-Rahim on the other, a 6'8" senior from South Orange, New Jersey, a transfer from Virginia, 12.2 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. Blue Kane, a 6'5" freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, averaging 7 points, 2.1 rebounds. He's a three-point gunner. And Russell Chiwa, a 7-foot grad student from Douala, Cameroon. 7.7 points, 6.7 rebounds. He scored 16 points along with 7 rebounds in the first game against Auburn. So for Georgia, Abdurrahim, Thomason, Demery, Chiwa, Kane, and Dylan James, a 6'9 freshman from Winter Haven, Florida, 3.5 points and 2.4 rebounds for the Georgia Bulldogs. Well, it's the final game of the regular season. A win tonight, and Auburn will be the 4 seed at the SEC tournament. Kentucky has gone and won by 4 tonight at Tennessee. So the best that Auburn can do is win tonight and will be the number 4 seed at the SEC tournament. Won't have to play Wednesday, won't have to play Thursday. Just get ready for Friday, Sonny Smith.
Yes, and let's really get ready for tonight. Our biggest rival, and we might not expect them to be our biggest rival. So we got to be ready when they throw the ball up for the jump ball.
The officials tonight, Doug Schaus, Vladimir Voyard Tadal, and Lucas Santos. Auburn will be in the home white uniforms, the tops and bottoms with the blue numerals and the orange lettering. Georgia in the away black uniforms tonight with the white numerals and lettering and the red trim. A sellout crowd, the 54th consecutive at Neville Arena here tonight. It is a packed house tonight for the Tigers and the Bulldogs. Auburn pulled away in Athens and won handily there. One of the biggest wins for Auburn this season, considering the Tigers did not have Jalen Williams, started Chaney Johnson, started Chad Baker-Mazar, reinserted Aiden Holloway in the lineup. And boy, the final 10 minutes of that game, very similar, Sonny, to the final 10 minutes Tuesday night at Missouri. Caught fire and just pulled away in the second half for a big, big road win.
This team is capable of quick starts. They're capable of finishing games. And that's 2 things you've got to have. And those are what you need on big rival nights.
A regular season that began in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, ends tonight at Neville Arena. And then we're on to the postseason, on to March Madness. The SEC tournament in Nashville, Tennessee, the NCAA tournament as well. Glad to have you with us tonight on the Auburn Sports Network. Understand Russell Chiwa tonight is wearing 51, not 54. He's a 7-footer. I think we'd have figured that one out. Don't you? And he will jump it up against Janai Broom as we're about ready for action at Neville Arena. For Janai, it could be his last game at Neville Arena. He'll have a decision to make after this season. He does have a year remaining. And here we go. They have to push Chiwa back as Auburn and Georgia jockey for that opening tap. They get this one underway and Georgia wins the tap. Thomason across midcourt for the Bulldogs. So 2 Demery between the circles.
We're playing man for man.
Off the left wing, James. To Chiwa just at the top of the key. Off the left wing. 3 ball in the air from James. Air ball. Rebounded Denver Jones. Auburn on the break. Up the floor, Aiden Holloway. Tigers' first offensive possession after an air ball 3 from Georgia. Holloway.
Georgia playing man for man also.
Holloway, Jalen, left wing for Janai. Janai brings it to the top, taps to Jones. 3 ball, Denver, no. And the weak side rebound out of bounds off of Chiwa. Auburn will contain it.
We were playing 5 out on the perimeter. And that might be something, we're trying to draw them away from the basket so we can drive a little more. We'll see how that works out.
Out of bounds, baseline right for the Tigers. Jalen Williams will trigger for Auburn. Lobs it inbound, Chad Baker-Mazara. Outside the arc, off the right wing for Aiden Holloway. Holloway, bounce pass, Broom. Skip pass in the corner, Denver 3. Got it!
That's scouting report basket right there. We were ready for the way they were going to play out of bounds plays.
39th 3 of the year for Denver Jones. Tigers up 3-0. Chiwa outside the arc. Broom comes out to greet him. To the top for James. Dylan James inside the arc. Spins. Backs Jalen Williams in, gets double teamed, throws it in with the left hand.
Their offense is going to be all 5 guys on the perimeter, trying to leave the middle open so they can drive.
3-2 Auburn at 18:42 in the first half of play. Auburn basketball. Jalen Williams drives to the right wing, hits Broom at the top, around the perimeter, Holloway. Left side of the circle, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, a screen from Janai. To Janai for 3. Nope, it is long. Rebound, Blue Kane had it, lost it. Picked up, Jalen Williams. At the top, Aiden Holloway runs it down near midcourt. 13 to shoot for the Tigers.
Second chance opportunity for the Tigers. We got to take advantage of that.
Chad Bacon-Mazzara with 8 to shoot. Tried to lob it underneath for Broom, and it was defended and knocked out of bounds. And Auburn has 6 to work with.
Georgia is double teaming the ball on the perimeter. That's something new. We haven't seen a lot of that this year.
Out of bounds, baseline right, or rather right sideline. Broom, fade away from 12. Yes!
He can change this game immediately, take them out of the way they're playing defense.
5-2 Auburn. Georgia basketball. Demry to James at the top. James, a bounce pass. Chiwa knocked away by Broom. Janai across midcourt, drives down the hole. Janai spins, fade away from 8. He didn't get it.
Woo,
rebound, Blue
good.
Kane for Georgia. Thomason at the right wing for the Bulldogs. Low post for Chiwa against Janai. Out to the top. James is open for a 3 ball. It's missed. Rebound tap. Denver Jones runs it down for Auburn.
They're going to shoot quick.
Up the left sideline. To the left wing. Broom at the top. Now to Holloway. 23 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers lead at 5-2. Aiden on the wing. Lobs it. Low post Broom. Double team. Goes up. Missed it. Van been blocked. Rebounded by Georgia. Here's Demry the other way for the Bulldogs. At the left wing, knocked away from behind. Here's Holloway on the break with Broom. Holloway for Broom to the hole. 2-hand slam.
Running with steals. That's a big part of our offense. Run with steals.
Georgia basketball on the turnover and the dunk for Auburn, and a timeout called by Georgia. That dunk by Broom, our Sun-South drive of the game. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. It wasn't a timeout. It was a turnover on the Bulldogs.
Both teams are playing 5 on the perimeter, and that's interesting to see that we would do that, but there may be something that comes out of that real quick.
7-2 Auburn. Chaney Johnson into the game, replacing Jalen Williams. This was Auburn's starting 5 in Athens a month ago. Jones, low post Broom. Turn, shoot, scores.
We got them spread out. We're throwing people to the post, throwing to the ball. There's no double ups that way.
9-2 Auburn. 16:47 in the first half of play. Demry, right side, almost turned it over. Gets the ball here to Thomason. Thomason against Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Now to switch, Aiden Holloway. Twice between the legs. Left wing, Blue Kane. Penetrates to the left side of the free throw line. Now to Chiwa against Broom. Got a step and he missed the money. Rebound Broom. Outlet Holloway. Tigers up 9-2 with the ball. Left corner Jones to Chaney Johnson. Post his man up. Into the lane. Fade away. Nobody was fouled by James.
It looks like we're looking because we're spreading the floor right now, and we're running different people into the post. I think we're posting people we think we can score on.
Well, that was one of the big keys Tuesday night at Missouri, just getting the ball at the low post. It's one of the reasons that Auburn shot over 70% in the second half from the field.
Absolutely. We got good post-up players, really, not just 1 or 2.
Chaney's free throw is good. The junior from Alabaster, Alabama, the transfer from Alabama Huntsville, the Gulf South Conference Player of the Year last year in his first year of Division I basketball. Free throw by Chaney is good.
Good-looking free throw shooter. We're pressing.
11-2 Auburn. 16-17 in the first half of play. Up the left sideline, Noah Thomason. Down the wing it goes for Sahara, who did not play against Auburn first time around. Chiwa, top of the key. Wall drives left side into the lane against Broom. Fade away with the right hand. It's good.
He's a big guy. I'd say weighs 250 or better.
275.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, hey, I came 25 points short.
11-4 Auburn on top. 15:46 in the first half of play. Denver Jones, right side of the lane on the key. Out to the top for Aiden Holloway. Left wing, Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Low post Broom. Fade away. Left hand. He didn't get it. Rebound, Chaney Johnson to the wing. Denver 3. Bang!
Great offensive rebounding will beat any team in the country when we're doing that.
Georgia calls a timeout. Offensive rebound and a 3 for Auburn. And the Tigers have opened up a 10-point lead. First half tonight presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Hi, my name is Alani. A little thing I like about the Spicy Deluxe sandwich is that you taste the crunch, you taste the pepper jack cheese melting, and you taste the spicy flavors in the sandwich. I'm telling you, 10 out of 10.
Hi, my name's Enrique. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe sandwich is you get that rich flavor of the chicken and definitely that nice, tangy, warm bite. It's the perfect harmony of spiciness and taste.
Order the Spicy Deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Take it from me, basketball season is a grind. That's why it's great to get away and recharge in my Ford F-150 truck. With available Pro Power on board, which lets me use F-150 as a mobile generator, I can enjoy the great outdoors while watching games and highlights on my flat screen TV. Ah, relaxation. Check out the official truck of the Auburn Tigers at your local Ford dealer and tell them Bruce Pearl sent you. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions. Some models, trims, and features may not be available and may be subject to change.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. All Chick-fil-A locations in Alabama proudly support the Auburn Tigers. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to Neville Arena. Auburn out to a 10-point lead. The Tigers lead Georgia by a score of 14-4, along with 9-time Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith and Jacob Hillman. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Auburn has out-rebounded Georgia 6-2. That includes 3 offensive rebounds for the Tigers.
And we're scoring in a lot of different ways. We're scoring off turnovers, we're scoring off offensive rebounds, we're running with the basketball, and we're defending without fouling. And that's a good thing right there. When you play a big rival, you have a tendency to get jacked up and sometimes foul too much.
Dylan Cardwell, Trey Donaldson, Chaney Johnson, Chad Baker, Mazzara, KD Johnson, the Auburn 5 right now.
We're pressing full court.
Sonahara inbounds in the backcourt to Thomason. He gets the ball to Silas Demery Jr. Across midcourt, picked up by KD. Melendez. They get backdoor to Melendez, wide open. He scores. Auburn didn't.
We went up and stepped in on a screen out high and didn't have any play. It didn't have any backups at the goal.
14-6. Auburn on top. Right wing Chad Baker. CBM to Cardwell. Hands the ball to KD Johnson. Double team. Off the right side, Chad Baker Mazzara. Head fake, drives, kicks it left wing. Head fake by KD on the wing. Goes baseline and loses the ball out of bounds. That was good defense by Noah Thomason.
Good defense by Georgia, and we held the ball. That's the only time we've held the ball. We've been moving the basketball better.
14-6 Auburn. 14:58 in the first half of play, Georgia ball. RJ Sunahara across midcourt with a pass to Demery. Demery, top of the circle. Thomason picked up by Trey Donaldson. That's 3 against 3. Left wing Chiwa inside the arc, working on Cardwell. Chiwa, top of the circle for Demery. 9 to shoot for Georgia. Off the right wing, Sunahara. Low post for Chiwa against Cardwell. At the top, wide open, Demery 3. He got it.
Well, they're going to be patient. They're trying to open up the lane so they can drive it. They have 5 on a perimeter at times.
5-0 run by Georgia. Tigers lead at 14-9. Donaldson at the point.
Still playing man for man. They try to show zone, but they're playing man.
Underneath Cardwell. Off the left side, and a whistle and a charge against Dillon as he knocks down RJ Sunahara.
I would have to take a look at that because he stepped in after the ball was almost delivered out of the hand, and I think that was a bad call.
14-9 is the score. Georgia on top. Bulldogs ball. They've scored 5 in a row as we approach the 14-minute mark of the first half. Thomason. Left wing Melendez. In front of the Auburn bench, Melendez against KD. Hits Chiwa at the top. He's only taken 1 3 this year. To the free throw line, Chiwa now backs in against Cardwell. Goes over the right hand, and he scores off the glass.
We're doing something different, and we showed zone and played man after the first or second pass. That may be something we may do more of during the game.
Chris Moore and Jalen Williams coming in for Auburn at the next break. 7-0 run by Georgia. Cardwell, right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara. On the left, on the right wing with 15 to shoot. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Chaney at the top. Head fake by Donaldson. Drives into the lane, picks it up. Fade away over Chiwa, didn't get it. Rebound Georgia. 7-0 run by the Bulldogs, they're within 3.
Yeah, Georgia's defense is solid. They're on you physically hard.
Sunahara at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to the top for Thomason. They're a 3 ball away from tying it up. Thomason spins, picks it up. Now to Chiwa. Outside the arc, just inside the 3-point line. And is knocked away by Donaldson to Cardwell. Ahead, Chaney Johnson. Chaney, Euro step to the hole, hang, got it!
Oh, what a beautiful play. Chopped his steps, stuck it in the basket.
Stops a 7-0 run by Georgia. Tigers lead by 5, 16-11. Melendez in front of the Auburn bench. Skip pass to Demery on the right wing. Gets a screen. Free throw line. 18-footer blocked by Chad Baker-Mazzara, and then a foul against Georgia on the rebound.
I think did they call a foul on Georgia?
They sure
I
did.
thought they were going to call one on us. Maybe they should have. I hope they keep that same attitude.
Chaney and Chad Baker out of the ball game for Auburn as Jalen Williams and Chris Moore come in. Blue Kane is into the lineup. Justin Hill gets his first action of the night out of Houston, Texas, a 6-foot senior.
Georgia's showing man for man. But I'm not sure it is a man.
I think they're in a zone.
Yeah,
Moore shoots over it. Bang on senior day.
They're trying to change up on us and get us off center.
They will take a look to make sure that was a 3 by Chris Moore. 19-11, Tigers on top. I guess it's counted as a 2 right now. Melendez at the top. He'll pop a 3 for Georgia. Didn't get it. Weak side rebound, KD Johnson. Up the floor. Tigers lead it currently by 8. KD on the wing. Double team there. Picks up the dribble. Low post, Cardwell. To the hole with a double hand stuff.
I think we can throw the post all night. We're a little bit heavier, a little bit taller in there most of the time.
21-11, Tigers on a 7-0 run. The Tigers have hit 5 of the last 7 shots. Hill between the rings. Blue Kane inside the arc, down the lane. Ball stripped out of his hand by Williams, and they get Jalen for the reach-in. And it takes us to a timeout break.
I think that was an anticipation foul that Doug just called. I think he might have missed that one.
11:35 to go in the first half. Auburn 21, Georgia 11. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Download the new and improved Auburn Game Day app. It's fully customizable to your interests with the new My Auburn tab. Plus, buy tickets, skip concession lines, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and get live in-game scoring. Plus, listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics, the Auburn Game Day app. Download it now.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
How are you the ultimate Auburn fan? Because I got this air horn installed in my throat. Pretty sick, right? Yes, you look really sick. What doctor would even do this? Doctor? I did this myself. I mean, I can't swallow whole food, but still. Wait, what? Just gotta plow through it. Hey, can I get a couple of soups up there? What about some chamomile tea? Don't be that guy. Get a fan card. The smart way to be the ultimate Tigers fan. Just go to auburncards.com.
Welcome back to Neville Arena. Jacob Hillman here, courtside. And before we check the Yellowwood scoreboard, Chris Moore's two initially ruled is a three-pointer. So it's 21-11 Auburn with 11:35 to go. Now checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. Number 15 Kentucky held on at number 4 Tennessee 85-81. And Vanderbilt upsets Florida 79-78. Tyron Lawrence had a game-winning layup with 15 seconds left. The scenarios are simple now. If Auburn wins this game, they are playing Friday afternoon as the 4th seed. And with the loss, it'll be at the same time on Thursday against the number 12 seed.
Well, that's big, too. That's just big. Hey, how about this? Spring break still officially in at Auburn. 1,100 plus students. Over 1,100 students back for this ball game here tonight.
Well, they're come back to see a good team and a rival game. Hey, that's ingredients for filling the house right there.
Blue Cane gets a couple after the foul against Jalen, and his free throw is missed, in and out. Denver Jones, Jalen Williams, Janai Broom, Chris Moore, and Aiden Holloway. This was Auburn's starting five about the first 2/3 of the season. Kane's second free throw is good. That stops a 7-0 run by Auburn. Tigers lead by 9, 21-12. 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. Holloway across midcourt to the left wing. Gets double teamed there. Drives off the left side to Jalen Williams. Top of the circle for Holloway. Right wing Denver Jones. Shot clock at 13. Left wing Jalen. Top of the circle Holloway to the free throw line. Off the right wing Denver. 8 to shoot. Denver to the left wing Holloway. Head fake. Drives. Free throw line. Inside the arc. Fade away. Got it. Going down.
What a shot. I think we thought they were playing a zone, and we ran a zone offense and still scored, and they were playing man.
23-12 Tigers. James on his way to the hole reverse layup. He missed it. The rebound out of there to Chris Moore.
Well,
outlet to Holloway.
They can drive on you. They got athletes on the perimeter, I can tell you that right now.
Auburn by 11, 23-12 Tiger basketball. 10:43 in the first half of play. Off the right wing, Chris Moore. Drives, almost goes down, has to pick up the dribble. Needs to get rid of it, does. Holloway, right wing three, ball, good. And James gets the rebound for Georgia.
We need to get some second shots. They're forcing it to shoot long distance.
Hill penetrates into the lane to the right wing for Kane. Down the lane, lobs it up there, he didn't get it. Rebound tapped, long rebound comes to Williams. Jalen up the floor for the Tigers. Left corner three ball, Denver, yes!
Sharing the ball extremely well, running the floor. And that's number one thing, run the floor.
26-12 Auburn. We approach the midway mark of the first half. Auburn 10 of 17 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. Georgia ball, Justin Hill between the circles. Hill kicks it into the right corner. A pass there for James. Drives on Jalen into the lane. Head fake up with the left hand, he scores.
Good player. Good offensive move. Well guarded.
Auburn quickly up the floor. Denver Jones, Holloway, way outside. Thought about a three, didn't take it.
They're extending their man. It was down by the foul line. It's outside, picking us up higher now.
Holloway, left side on a curl Moore. Inside the arc, Broom. Janai, double teamed. Tries to step through, gets hit. Right wing, head fake, Denver. Three ball, Denver, short. Rebound, Kane for Georgia.
They're giving us one shot in the last two times down.
26-14 Tigers. Melendez on the left wing for the Dogs. Junior out of Puerto Rico. Penetrates and drives to the hole and is fouled on the play. I think Denver Jones. We'll double check.
Yeah. I think he had to hunt somebody to call it on because I don't think anything occurred. That's one of them nobody fouls.
Here comes Chiwa in for Georgia, replacing Frank Anselm Ibe on the low post. Georgia out of bounds, baseline left. Hill will trigger. Hill lobs it, it was deflected, stolen by Chris Moore. Ahead, Jalen Williams to the hole. Jalen, left hand, header, and a foul.
I'm loving that. Scoring points off your defense and scoring it in spectacular fashion is big.
Chris Moore started it. He stole the inbound pass, and Jalen Williams finished it.
That was a great finish as well as a great steal. What's the deal here?
Couple substitutions coming in for Auburn, and Jalen goes to the line for the and one. 28-14 Tigers, 9:02 in the first half of play.
Woo!
A rim rattler by Jalen Williams.
You didn't have to get the crowd in the game,
No.
and you probably got the people on the outside in that game.
That's exactly right.
The audience waiting outside to get in.
Foul was against Dylan James. His second free throw is missed.
Get in there. We don't want to miss free throws.
Rebound by Chiwa. Tigers up 28-14. Hill, left wing for the Dogs. Inside the arc, through the lane. Off the right side, Kane. Loops back out, top of the circle, outside the three-point line. Left wing, Chiwa. Backs his way in against Broom. Gets underneath, and Janai blocked it. That was out of bounds on Chiwa. Auburn ball.
They're playing 5 on the perimeter to draw us out, to guard them, try to get into the lane on the dribble, and we are just breaking that up with great defense. Hands-on defense.
Tigers up by a score of 28-14, 8:38 to go in the first half of play. Holloway across midcourt.
Looks like a zone, but I don't believe it is.
Jones, Holloway. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara.
Yes.
Top of the circle for Holloway. Back to the wing. Chad Baker in front of the Georgia bench. Gets a screen from Broom, double teamed. Oh, through that, he lost the ball. Ahead, Hill on a break. Drives to the hole, lost it. Kane gets it though and puts it in.
They beat us back then with more people. They had numbers and we didn't. Got to get back on defense, all 5 guys.
First time tonight, Georgia's beaten Auburn down the floor. Cuts the lead to 12, 28-16. At the top, Williams. Top of the circle, left wing, Denver Jones. Top of the key, Holloway. Open for a 3. Nope. Long rebound, Blue Kane for Georgia.
They were playing a zone in a 3-2 zone.
28-16 Auburn, Georgia ball, drive to the hole on the right wing, Kane. Head fake at 3, penetrates. Back into the corner it goes for Silas Demery. Demery backs his way in. Up, shoots over Denver. He didn't get it. Chiwa got the weak side rebound. Chiwa double team. Gets the ball, Demery to the hole, he banked it in.
All right, now we're turning our head on defense because they're trying to go in the middle all the time. We got to keep an eye on our men because they're cutting to the ball, away from the ball, very good.
4 straight points for the Dogs, cuts the lead to 10, 28-18 Auburn, 7-14 in the first half of play. Outside the arc, Broom, right sideline for Chad Baker-Mazzara. Chad Baker, bounce pass, Jalen, up and under, dip-to-do, missed it. And the rebound to Sonahara for Georgia. Up the right sideline for Demery. Demery at the free throw line. Brings it out to the top, left wing for Hill. Hands there to Chiwa. Chiwa outside the arc, drives on Broom. Looks to get rid of the ball. Still looking to get rid of the ball. Throws it out to the top for Sonahara. To the right wing for Demery. Gets a 3 in the air. He got it.
They're setting high ball screens on the wing, driving to the basket, and we've got to get over the screens or else switch.
Second to 7-0 run by Georgia in the first half. The Dogs cut the lead to 7. 28-21 with 6:22 in the first. Broom up with the left hand. Bad shot, missed it. Rebound Kane.
Yeah, they're showing zone, and we're not recognizing it quick enough. It is actually a man for man.
Demery to Kane, open for a 3. Didn't get this one. Rebound Chad Baker-Mazzara. Auburn the other way. Chad Baker, left side, Denver Jones goes baseline. Drives to the hole, tried to dunk it, and the ball is rimmed or lodged in between the rim and the backboard, and Auburn will get it on an alternate possession after a timeout. 6:02 to go in the first. Auburn 28, Georgia 21. And no one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/SEC Radio 2023. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Hey, this is Kevin Tudhope, owner of Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. It's basketball season and we've got you covered with 77 TVs to watch all of your favorite games. Come in and enjoy ice cold beer and your favorite wings with our happy hour specials from 11 to 6 daily Sunday through Friday. Want to have a watch party to cheer on your Auburn Tigers? Call in and reserve a spot on our new patio for your group party. And the NCAA tournament is right around the corner. We are your official March Madness headquarters with all games televised. Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. War Eagle.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
Back to Neville Arena for more Auburn basketball.
Auburn 28, Georgia 21. Dogs currently on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Auburn's gone 2 minutes and 56 seconds without scoring. And the Tigers are 0 of their last 4 from the field. In the game, Auburn 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. Georgia 11 of 23 from the field, 4 of 9. Apologize, that's just the opposite. Auburn 11 of 23 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3. Georgia 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. Rebounding has evened out a bit. Auburn 12 and Georgia 11.
Well, Andy, I think the only thing we got to figure out is what kind of defense they're in. They're showing zone, and I think after the first pass they're going man for man. Now, whether they're doing it every time or not, but we're approaching this like a zone. We're not getting movement with our offense, and I think after this timeout we will get movement out of our offense.
Chaney Johnson will trigger for Auburn into the left corner. CBM, top of the circle, Cardwell right back to for Chaney, and he puts it in.
That's called set play out of bounds. Auburn's the best in the conference at that.
6 points for Chaney off the bench. Tigers up 30-21. Noah Thomason back in for the Dogs. To Melendez. To Hill as they run the weave at the top. Chiwa against Dylan Cardwell just outside the key. Couple dribbles for the 7-footer. Chiwa picks it up. Right wing Hill picked up by Chad Baker. Low post again for Chiwa. About 12 feet underneath, goes underneath. Shot is up and out of the hand, blocked out of bounds. Melendez. Georgia keeps it with 3.5 seconds on the clock.
Georgia's running everything through the post player. They're getting him stepping away and then cutters and cutters and cutters. We got to guard cutters.
Out of bounds, baseline right, 3.5 seconds on the shot clock. Hill, Melendez underneath the basket. He's double teamed. He puts it up and scores.
Good player. He scored that basket off through a double team, that's a pretty good. They're showing zone. That doesn't mean they're playing zone.
30-23 Auburn, 5:13 first half of play. Cardwell at the point, bounce pass. Chaney Johnson underneath for Chad Baker. Left wing, KD Johnson 3. Nope. Weak side rebound, Chaney. To the top, Donaldson. He steps into a 3 and buries.
Second chance opportunities. We're getting them. They're not.
It's the second time Auburn's gotten an offensive rebound, then buried a 3. Tigers by 10, 33-23. Georgia ball. Thomason between the circles. Picked up by KD. To Hill. Outside the arc. Picked up by Trey Donaldson. Wants a screen. Donaldson comes right up into his grill. Hill drives around Trey to the free throw line. Down the right side of the lane. Through the lane. Off the left side. Into the corner for Thomason. Shoots it and missed it. Long rebound. KD takes it away. KD the other way. KD to the hole with a reverse. He didn't get it. Rebound tapped up by Chaney. Lost it. Got it back. Low post. Donaldson shoots and scores.
Postman. We got a new postman in the game. He's 5'11" and he is a leaper.
And he lost his shoe.
Yeah, you bet. It's best to score without your shoe when you're playing a team guarding as well as they are. We'll play you barefooted today.
That's exactly right. 35-23 Auburn. 4:16 to go in the first half of play. Georgia basketball, Melendez against the Auburn pressure. In the backcourt for Demery. And Demery will bring the ball up the floor and Auburn will settle into its half-court defense. Demery, Hill, Thomason between the circles. Wants a screen from Chiwa. Drives through a double team, 15-footer. He didn't get it, weak side rebound. Donaldson for Auburn. Scans the floor as he brings it up the floor on the left side. To the wing. Trey Donaldson, wide open 3. No. Rebound out of there, and it's Hill the other way for Georgia. Hill up the left wing, inside the arc, loses it. There's Auburn the other way. Chad Baker-Mazzara to the hole. Left-hand hammer.
Oh, what a play defensively. What a long pass for a layup. Great play on defense for the Tigers.
He scored 25 first time around against Georgia. He scores his first bucket tonight. And then at the other end of the floor, I think Chaney Johnson will be called for a foul. 3:32 to go in the first half. Auburn's lead back to 14. Tigers 37, Georgia 23. Hey, great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
AuburnTigers.com is the official website of Auburn Athletics. Read the latest feature stories on your favorite Tiger teams. Get critical game day info, search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected through social and digital media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or just find the next event on the athletic calendar. Plus, all athletic broadcasts are streamed free at AuburnTigers.com/watch. AuburnTigers.com, the official online home of Auburn Athletics.
With Vizzy's vibrant dual flavors, the vibe is yours to decide.
I'm thinking Vizzy Refreshingly Berry. A round of blackberry lemon at the bar?
Could be good. Maybe Vizzy Vibrantly Tropical.
You always say vibrantly tropical.
Come on, a cooler full of papaya passion fruit on the beach?
Oh yeah, that's a vibe. I'm down.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Flavor for every vibe. Naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Molson Coors Beverage Company. Milwaukee, Wisconsin flavored beer.
Hi, my name is Alani. A little thing I like about the Spicy Deluxe sandwich is that you taste the crunch, you taste the pepper jack cheese melting, and you taste the spicy flavors in the sandwich. I'm telling you, 10 out of 10.
Hi, my name's Enrique. A little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's Spicy Deluxe sandwich is you get that rich flavor of the chicken and definitely that nice, tangy, warm bite. It's the perfect harmony of spiciness and taste.
Order the Spicy Deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back to Neville Arena. Jacob Hillman here courtside as we are 3 minutes and 32 seconds away from the Connecticut Sausage Halftime Report. Auburn leads Georgia 37-23 during the Connecticut Sausage Halftime Report. We'll tell you about the Yellowwood scoreboard. We'll look around Auburn athletics and give you the first half numbers. But to tell you the rest of the story of this first half, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith.
All right, Jacob, thank you very much. It's been a half of 7-0 runs. Auburn has gone on 2 of them. Georgia has gone on 2 of them. Currently, Tigers up by 14 points with 3:32 to go in the first half of play.
Well, they're doing what they think they got to do. They're bringing their postman out. He's screening. They're trying to get into the lane on the dribble. They're trying to draw fouls and make points. All we got to do is figure out what defense they're in. They show zone and play man. They play man and show zone, that type of thing. We just got to recognize their defense, even though we're getting good shots without recognizing.
Auburn has outscored Georgia on second chance points 15-4, on the fast break 11-0, and bench points 16-4. The foul before the timeout, and they went to a review to make sure who the foul was on, was against Chaney Johnson. So that's his first.
Now let's see if they keep this thing. Their postman, which is big as the side of a mountain, he tries to draw everybody away from the lane and keep the lane open to drive.
Inbound into the corner. Left side, Thomason. Pull-up jumper against KD, and he put it in.
Now you got to guard them. They can make standing jumpers, and they can get into the lane on the dribble because it's open.
Donaldson across midcourt.
Showing zone, probably playing man-to-man.
They are in the zone this time. KD into the lane in the middle of that zone. Oh, Chaney Johnson, the alley-oop.
Well, we were ready for the zone. That was a zone play. We knew it. I didn't.
To perfection. And
That's
now Auburn's
right.
in the zone.
Yes, they
well,
are.
no, they're not.
They're not.
They're in the zone.
Maybe we do some of their tricks.
Yeah, Demery, Kane, right wing, tries to drive on Donaldson through the lane, bumped his man, goes up and scores.
Well, he just knocked him off with an offensive play. If they're letting that go, we can do that too. They're showing zone, Andy.
39-27 Auburn, 2:37 in the first half of play. Tiger basketball. Donaldson, Cardwell at the point, into the lane. Chaney Johnson with the right hand, put it up, he didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Sonahara.
The way they're playing, we got to go to the board and rebound, get second shots.
Left corner for the Dogs. Chiwa now on the wing. Outside the arc. Puts it on the floor, drives on Cardwell. Outside the lane, right side. Out to the top, knocked away. KD Johnson. There's a steal for KD up the sideline. He drives to the hole. Hank shoots, scores!
I think you should call a foul every once in a while. I think these guys must have just got out of a rest home. They're not calling anything.
41-27 Auburn, a minute 50 to go in the first half of play. It's been an entertaining first half.
Oh, boy.
Thomason at the top for 3, and he was fouled by KD. And that should put him at the line for 3, I think.
I think so, too.
Yep, it's exactly what will happen.
One thing about the officials, they're letting them play. And whoever recognizes that and adjusts to it the best will score more points in this game.
Thomason, 61% from the line. He'll be there for 3. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Thomason's first free throw is good. Hey, start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com.
Georgia's record might not show it, but they're very athletic, and they got athletes on the floor, I can tell you that.
Thomason's second free throw hit the rim 3 times and fell off. KD out, and Denver Jones in. 41-28 Tigers. Chad Baker-Mazara, Janai Broom will come in. If the next free throw is missed, it is missed. Actually, if it would have been made, they would have come in. Play continues. Donaldson looks to the bench for the call. Auburn by 13, 1:37 in the first half. Jalen, Janai, Chad Baker at the next break, if there is one. Free throw line, pull up 15-footer. Donaldson didn't get it. Rebound Dillon. To the wing, Jones. Right wing, Donaldson. Spins down to the lane. Hang, shoots. Oh, he didn't get it.
Woo.
And the rebound out of there off of Donaldson. Georgia ball.
We're going to get everything we want, but we got to move the ball a little bit and get every guy that guy a chance to score. The first guy gets the ball can get to the goal, and you can't blame him for not going.
Here's your starters: Holloway, Jones, Baker-Mazara, Williams, and Broom out there for Auburn for the final minute 21. Inbound in the backcourt for Demery. Auburn leads it by 13 points. 1:16 to go in the first half of play. Demery across midcourt for the Dogs. High post screen from Chiwa. Down the left side of the lane, drives to the hole, block. Chiwa gets the rebound and dunks it.
That's because our post people are ignoring their postman.
Off the right side, Chad Baker-Mazara inside the arc. Auburn's lead is 11. 56 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right sideline, Chad Baker gets a screen. 3 ball, CBM, nope. Long rebound pulled in by Noah Thomason for Georgia. Up the left sideline for Kane Blue. Kane into the corner for Sonohara. Off the wing, left side, Thomason. Shot clock at 19. He drives to the hole. To the free throw line, Chiwa. He drives to the hole and gets fouled by Chad Baker. Chiwa, a 70% free throw shooter, will get a couple.
Their postman is just used as a screener and to step out and leave the lanes open for the drive and run and try to get a second chance. Well, we're not blocking him out because he's staying out high so much. We got to think about that.
Free throw from Chiwa is missed. By the way, that foul before has now been changed back to Dylan Cardwell. His second, if I'm not mistaken. Chaney Johnson doesn't have a foul. I swear they put up 31 when they reported it. Free throw, Chiwa. He missed it, but Auburn was in the lane early.
He was pushed into the lane. If they'll take a look at that. I saw it when it happened.
That's what they're saying.
He stepped in, and that guy just shoved him, and he was in there too quick.
So Chiwa gets another free throw. 32.4 seconds to go in the first half. Auburn's lead is 11. Chiwa can cut it to 10.
He's been a 70% free throw shooter.
Sure has. And he got the second
one. Pretty good. You can see why he would be. He's got a good-looking shot.
Auburn's lead down to 10 with 30 seconds to go in the half. Game clock, shot clock about 2 seconds apart. Holloway inside the center circle. Inside the big AU.
There's 16 seconds left.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Broom. Jones, free throw line, down the lane. Jalen up and in with a foul.
I was beginning to think they may not call this game tonight, but they're starting to make a call or two every once in a while.
Nicely played by the senior.
Yeah, it was
Jalen
the play,
Williams.
not the officials, that's for sure.
109 wins in his Auburn career, playing in his 137th game. They're both Auburn records.
He is not at least bit selfish.
No.
He waits till he gets the ball to get a good shot, and
free
he makes
throw missed. Rebound comes to Georgia. Up the floor, 5 seconds in the half. And Chad Baker-Mazara knocks him to the floor.
They call it?
Oh. And some pushing and shoving right in front of that Auburn bench. Chiwa's over there. And everybody calms down.
Well, as long as 51 stays out of the fight, we got a chance of winning that. He's 9 foot tall.
He's a big kid.
Big kid.
The foul will go against Chad Baker-Mazara. It is the 7th foul against Auburn. And it will put them at the line for a 1 and bonus, and there will be a review on the play. I don't know if it's on the foul or if it's on the aftermath of the foul.
I would say it must be an aftermath. I didn't see any kind of physical activity.
War Eagle Plus is here. Sign up for the new streaming video and content platform for Auburn Athletics, offering fans an insider's look into student athletes and coaches on the Plains. For more information and to sign up, visit WarEaglePlus.com this coming Monday. The brand new Talking Tigers podcast on War Eagle Plus with your buddy and mine, Joe Champion.
Oh, what a great coach. What a great coach.
You are a great coach, too.
Well, I think I've always thought Joe was Hall of Fame material.
Agreed, and he
is
is
one of the best.
Yeah.
He was one of the best that I saw. And he would meet with us as coaching staffs, and everybody would be really impressed with Joe Champion. I've always been that.
There was a little push and shove in front of the Auburn bench. They're continuing to review the play.
Yeah, they were going to look at the aftermath of the foul.
Right.
It's going to be a common foul on the play, nothing after the foul.
All right.
1-1 for Georgia.
Nothing on anybody, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, the foul on Chad Baker initially.
Yes, yeah, initially.
Which puts Georgia at the free throw line with 4.6 seconds to go in the half. Auburn leading by 12 points, 43-31.
Well, you wouldn't want 51 pushing you. He might push you right out of the building. He's big as a horse.
Demery from the line, 73%. This is a 1 and bonus. He missed it. Rebound Broom. Lobs it across midcourt. Chad Baker-Mazara underneath. Jalen Goodson at the buzzer!
That was not luck. That is planned, and they run it, and it works. It works on a lot of dead ball situations. Auburn's the best team in the league on that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't review it to make sure that he was able to flush that before it went to zeros.
Don't tell me they going to do that.
Well, they're not doing it right now. Are they? Yes, they are. They are going to review it. I don't blame them.
Was it late?
No, I'm not saying it was late. I don't blame them for taking a look at it.
Yeah. Well, I thought they should have.
It is very close. Let me just say that. It is very close.
I think this game is a little more physical and should not be allowed to play as way these guys are. You're going to have more of those.
It counts.
Yeah, those little things over by the bench there if you don't.
Ready to take a break? You and me?
Yes.
All right, good. Halftime at Neville Arena. Auburn 45, Georgia 31. Time now for the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. Here is Jacob Hillman.
Thank you very much, Andy. What a fun first half that was here at Neville Arena. Tigers on top by 14 at the break in the regular season finale. First, let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard in the SEC, as these have a lot of results that will affect Auburn standings in Nashville. So first, starting off this morning, number 16 Alabama defeated Arkansas 92-88 to move to 13-5 in SEC play. The Razorbacks fall to 6-12 in conference and 15-16 overall. That's the first losing season for Arkansas since 2009 and 2010 when they went 14-18. Caleb Battle had 22 points and 7 rebounds for Arkansas, but it wasn't enough as Mark Sears and Latrell Wrightsell both scored 20+. The Crimson Tide clinched the 2 seed in Nashville. Texas A&M went to Oxford and defeated the Rebels 86-60. The Aggies moved to 9-9 in SEC play and back into tournament consideration as far as the NCAA is concerned on the bubble. Ole Miss falls to 7-11 in SEC play and 20-11 overall as the Rebels are out of NCAA tournament consideration. Number 17 South Carolina went to overtime at the Hump against Mississippi State as the Gamecocks come away with the victory 93-89. 13-5 in SEC play. So that's where, it's the winningest season in USC history, South Carolina history at 25-6 overall and 13-5 in SEC play. BJ Mack had 25 points. Michi Johnson had 16. Zachary Davis had 13. Then Colin Murray-Boyles had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and that was all a 9-10 shooting. A great performance from Murray-Boyles. Now, here's where the last domino to fall for Auburn standings in the SEC was. Number 15, Kentucky, went to Rocky Top and defeated number 4, Tennessee, 85-81, moving to 13-5 in SEC play. And the Volunteers fall to 14-4. They already had the SEC title clinched up. But here's where we stand as far as Auburn's concerned. Coming into today, it was a 4-way tie for second place, and that's how it will be if Auburn's able to hold on here inside Neville Arena. If Auburn wins, they will be the 4 seed playing on Friday afternoon against the winner of the 5-12 matchup. And if they lose, then they will be the 5 seed facing the winner of the 12-13 game on Thursday afternoon. Other scores. It's an upset in Vanderbilt as the Commodores defeat Florida 79-78. Tyron Lawrence had a game-winning layup with 15 seconds left to total 14 points. Zion Pullen had 20 points and 8 assists for the Gators. They fall to 11-7 in SEC play. The Commodores move to 4-14. And later on tonight at 7:30 Central, Missouri will look for that first SEC win at LSU. In top 25 action, number 1 Houston looked like the number 1 team in the country, defeating number 14 Kansas 74-46. It was the lowest point total for the Jayhawks this season, beating out that 50-point showing at Texas Tech. Jamal Sheed had 13.6 rebounds and 8 assists. Number 6 Iowa State went to Kansas State and lost 65-58. Arthur Kaluma had 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals for the Wildcats. And Cam Carter added 21 points for himself. The Cyclones, that's the first loss for them since they visited Houston on February 19th, but they still clinched the 2 seed in the Big 12 tournament. Number 10 Creighton defeated Villanova 69-67. Trey Alexander hit a game-winning jumper on the low block with a tenth of a second left. He totaled 17 points and 6 rebounds. The Blue Jays clinch the 2 seed in the Big East tournament. Number 24 South Florida had its 15-game winning streak snapped at Tulsa, losing 76-70. The Golden Hurricanes had P.J. Haggerty leading the way with 32.7 rebounds and 5 assists. Going on right now, number 11 Baylor trails at Texas Tech 45-31 with 16:24 to go in that ball game. Number 7 North Carolina leads number 9 Duke 38-29. Harrison Ingram leads the way for the Tar Heels with 7 points, and Jared McCain has 11 points and 6 rebounds for the Blue Devils. One other final, number 8 Marquette defeats Xavier 86-80 behind Cam Jones, 30 points and 9 assists performance. Well, crossover season is starting to come to an end as the winter sports approach their SEC championships. We'll tell you about that and more in Auburn athletics when this is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
Presenting the all-new Aubie's Kids Club. Benefits include an exclusive Aubie-branded swag box or bag, t-shirt, membership card, access to exclusive Kids Club events, as well as free admission to non-conference baseball, softball, and women's basketball games. Members also get a monthly newsletter from Aubie, a special invitation to Aubie's birthday party, and a personalized birthday card. 2 membership options are available. Learn more and register at AubiesKidsClub.com.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Spring has sprung, and that means one thing. Farm fresh strawberries are ripe for the picking. If you're looking for locally grown strawberries, Sweet Grown Alabama is here to help. Our online database can help you locate what you need while ensuring you're supporting Alabama's hardworking farm families. And don't forget to check out our farm flavor recipes for inspiration. Sweet Grown? Well, that's a very delicious win-win. Find farm fresh everything near you today at sweetgrownalabama.org. That's sweetgrownalabama.org.
The game has changed, and the future of Auburn athletics now demands a strong NIL program. I'm Jason Campbell. Let's come together, Auburn family, and make a lasting impact. Visit OnToVictory.com. Every dollar you contribute to On to Victory helps create NIL opportunities for our student athletes. Visit www.ontovictory.com. and be a part of changing the game for Auburn athletics.
Welcome back to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show. Auburn leads Georgia 45-31 at the break. Jacob Hillman here with you courtside at Neville Arena as we take a look around Auburn athletics. And this look around Auburn athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Number 11 women's golf is playing in the Valspar Invitational at Forest Hills Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia, and they sit in third place midway through the second round. That second round took place yesterday, but weather has delayed it from furthering. Number 13 baseball had the series evened up against Austin Peay today. Mason Manners hit a walk-off home run in Game 1, but the Tigers fell today against the Governors. Game 3, the rubber match tomorrow at 1 Central at Plainsman Park. Andy Burcham and Brad Law have the call on the Auburn Sports Network. Women's basketball got a win against Arkansas in the SEC tournament, but fell to the 2-seed LSU Tigers. Selection Sunday is next Sunday, March 17th at 7 Central, so stay tuned to see where the Tigers land there. Number 6, Equestrian, got a big 8-0 win over College of Charleston yesterday in a jumping seat event only, as the Tigers continue on with the season and wrapped up their home schedule today against Texas A&M, as the Tigers are moving into postseason play and will look towards SEC championships in a couple of weeks. Number 12 women's tennis shut out Missouri and will be back at home against Arkansas tomorrow at noon. Number 14 gymnastics had a 197.05 at the 2024 Podium Challenge in Baton Rouge last night, and they will be in Nashville along with Auburn basketball and Auburn baseball next weekend on Saturday at 7:15 p.m. Central. All right, we talked about the scenarios. Next men's basketball broadcast will either be Thursday or Friday after the first game in Nashville of the day. We'll tell you about that during the Regions Bank postgame show later on. We'll have Tiger Talk Thursday at 6 from the studio. Always be sure to check out auburntigers.com and the Auburn Tigers app for full schedules and more information. That look around Auburn Athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. And again, your score at the half. Auburn 45, Georgia 31. We take a look at the first half stats when the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show continues in a moment.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Holloway, bounce pass, Broom, skip pass in the corner, Denver 3, got it!
That's scouting report basket right there. We were ready for the way they were going to play out of bounds plays.
One of the 3 threes that Denver Jones hit to total 9 points in the first half. That leads the Tigers. As we take a look at the halftime numbers, and they're brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. From the field, Auburn shot 50% in the first half, and that's the 15th time this season that Auburn has done that. If you're keeping track, that's about half of the games this season. As we look at some of the team stats also, Georgia shooting 48.1% from the floor as well. So it's been a back-and-forth game as far as the shooting is concerned. Points from turnovers. Auburn leads 12-7. From the paint, 26-20. From second chance, Auburn leads 15-6. In fast break opportunities, it's 15-0 Auburn. And from the bench, it's 20-4. A lot of these connections are going the way Auburn would like, as Jalen Williams, Janai Broome, and Chandy Johnson each have 6 points apiece behind Denver Jones, 9 points. Leading the way for Georgia is Silas Demery Jr. with 8 points. He's knocked down 2 3-pointers. Auburn's out-rebounding the Bulldogs 18-17. So those are the halftime stats. And once again, your score at halftime. Auburn 45, Georgia 31. We'll have second half action from Neville Arena with voice of the Tigers Andy Burcham and the 9-time Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith after this.
You've been listening to the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Show. Make Conecuh Sausage part of your game day. Still family owned and made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and never owned.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union is offering a 7-month CD at an annual percentage yield of 5.64% and a 13-month CD at an annual percentage yield of 5.38%. Four Seasons Federal Credit Union is the financial institution for you. This promotion is for new deposits only with a $2,500 minimum. Membership eligibility required. Accounts are federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Contact us for more details.
Fine dining meets Southern comfort at Vintage 2298, Auburn's newest fine dining restaurant and butcher shop. Chef Randall Baldwin and wife Laura present Gulf cuisine with a Southern flair, made fresh farm to table. Enjoy lunch in the butcher shop, brunch on the weekends at Vintage 2298, where the staff raises the bar on service. Private dining and event space is also available. Experience Vintage 2298 this new year.
At Jewelry by Design, we design and hand make officially licensed Auburn University jewelry. We are fully stocked with the largest selection in town. Come by Jewelry by Design and see all of our fabulous designs. And just for looking, receive a free $60 Auburn charm. Just say, I heard you on the radio. Jewelry by Design, proudly making Auburn in Auburn. Find us at jbdauburn.com or 590 North Dean Road in Auburn.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
About to start the second half. It will be Georgia basketball to start the second half. Auburn 45, Georgia 31, along with 9-time Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith and Jacob Hillman. I'm Andy Burcham. Glad to have you with us tonight for the final regular season game at Neville Arena. Final game at Neville Arena this year. We believe Auburn women's basketball is headed to the NCAA tournament. We know the men are. So, in all likelihood, the last home game for Auburn basketball, men or women, right here tonight. A win, and Auburn would be the 4 seed at the upcoming SEC tournament.
Well, we got to rebound a little bit better in the second half.
Yeah.
They made it tough because of the way they're spreading the floor, and they're making us guard way out on the perimeter, and they're getting some second shots, and they're also saying it's close on the other rebound. So if I say one thing, we got to rebound. We got to recognize what defense they're in too.
Georgia basketball to open the second half of play. Auburn's lead is 14 points. Demery across midcourt to the right wing in front of the Georgia bench. Auburn will go to the basket to our right. They get it underneath for James, and he dunks it.
Well, that's 2 times they've run that play, and 2 times they've scored. So we got to recognize what they're doing.
Trims the lead to 12. Auburn 45, Georgia 33.
They're showing zone, but I think they'll play man for man on the first pass.
Holloway, left wing, with a screen from Broome. Bounce pass to Janai. In the middle of the defense, he put it up and he missed it. Shewa got the rebound.
We're getting so open that you almost have to take the shot, making us shoot a lot on our first time down the court.
Georgia ball. Chiwa outside the arc, left side of the circle. Hands the ball there to Thomason. Noah Thomason around the perimeter. Chiwa backdoor for Kane. Triple teamed in the corner. Left wing 3-ball. Thomason didn't get it. Rebound Denver Jones. Ahead for Broom. Leaves for Holloway. Across midcourt to the left wing. Aiden, your crossover dribble gets a screen from Broom. Top of the circle, Denver Jones. Low post, Janai. To Jalen to the hole. Left-hand hammer.
That can happen all the time because they're double teaming and triple teaming our post players.
That's exactly right, Sonny. 47-33 Auburn, 18-38. Blue Kane, right wing 3, didn't get it. Rebound comes to Chad Baker. Ahead, Holloway, it never got there. Bad pass. Here's Georgia the other way. Thomason at the left wing for the Dogs. Low post, alley-oop, and a shot
We're
that's
losing
thrown.
men. That's 2 times now we've lost men. We got to find out who we're guarding and get after them.
I think both times Chad Baker-Mazar lost his man.
2 times.
It was
that's
Dylan
right.
James, and he put it in. Auburn by 12, 47-35.
They're showing like a zone, but they're playing. Well, they may be playing the zone.
In the lane, Jalen. Head fake against Chiwa. Left wing, Denver. 3. Yes.
We knock down a couple of those, they'll be playing a lot of man. They'll have to.
12 points for Denver Jones. He's the leading scorer in the game. 50-35 Tigers. Demery, left wing James. Inside the arc, down the lane, and Demery, make that Thomas, it is Demery, was fouled going to the basket. I think it's on the drive, however.
Yeah, I hope he wasn't hurt real bad.
And the foul's against Jalen Williams.
Must have breathed on him.
Georgia ball out of bounds, baseline right. Demery will trigger. For James underneath, blocked by Denver. And Auburn ball. It was a jump ball, and Auburn gets it.
That's the 3rd time we blocked shots that we let people get open, but we blocked the shot. At least we're getting secondary defense on that. We've got to do a better job of guarding all ball away from the ball cutters.
Jalen comes out, and Chaney Johnson is in for the Tigers. Auburn by 15 in the ball, 17-38, second half. Denver,
it's a zone now.
Holloway out at the top. Free throw line, Broom. Right wing, Denver, another 3. Yep.
They'll get out of that zone pretty quick if Denver keeps that.
Woo! Right, the hot hand right now, friends. 53-35 Tigers. Thomason, step back 3 for Georgia. No. Rebound, Chaney Johnson. To Aiden at the middle of the floor in a hurry. Underneath, intended for Broom, and never got there. And here is Demery the other way for the Dogs. On the right wing, Blue Kane. At the top, it's Demery. Penetrates to the free throw line. Down to the low post for Chiwa. Got Broom off his feet and drew the foul on Janai.
That was before the shot, I think.
I'll bet you they called it on the shot, however. And it will be on the shot.
Yeah, that was way before the shot. But they've been banging each other the whole time.
I think they got him after the head fake there.
Yeah. Well, that might have been a correct call. I don't want to give them too much credit.
I know that.
Lose my reputation.
I know. Chiwa for 2. First free throw in and out.
Well, he hadn't been living right. You see that thing was down in the middle and jumped out.
17 minutes to go in the second half. Auburn 53, Georgia 35.
They got 3 men back.
Chiwa puts in the second free throw.
Because we've been good at running with free throws and running on dead balls and getting down and shooting, but they did a good job of that.
The transfer from South Florida, Chiwa had 16 against Auburn first time around. He's halfway there tonight with 8. 53-36 Tigers. Holloway, Chad Baker-Mazara, screen from Janai. Working on to Chiwa. 8 to shoot. Leans in, kicks it to the corner. Chaney drives, gets it underneath for Broom, lost it. And here is Georgia the other way. Near steal for Chad Baker-Mazara. The Thomason the other way. Blue sets into a 3, and he missed it. Rebound out of there to Chad Baker. Auburn does run. Chad Baker, low post Johnson. To the corner, Denver, another 3. Yes!
Oh! I'd say throw it to Denver. I mean, that's not a real clap.
That's a season-high 6 threes tonight for Denver Jones. And a timeout called by Georgia. Auburn's lead has grown to 20. 16:07 to go. Auburn 56, Georgia 36. Second half tonight presented by Wind Creek Hotel and Casino with 3 Alabama locations in Atmore, Montgomery, and Wetumpka. You escape every day at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino and online at windcreek.com. Stay tuned, friends. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Introducing new boneless Whata wings from Whataburger, tossed in honey butter, honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, or buffalo. Now, we know there are some people who are going to say these premium chicken tender bites are not real wings. And to that we say, so what? It's okay to be deliciously incorrect. Butterflies aren't made of butter, French fries are not from France, and your daddy's famous pork butt, not actually butt. New boneless Whata wings. Delicious? Yes. Correct? Who cares?
Whata wings. Whataburger, Whata wings.
Let's face it, nothing makes you look older than you really are than thinning hair. But what if you could not only increase your hair count, but promote new hair growth without surgery, without drugs with potential side effects, and without a prescription from your doctor? Well, now you can, thanks to a breakthrough new supplement called Hair Grow, provided by New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Europe. Hair Grow is now available in the U.S. Only Hair Grow contains tocogaya, a powerful antioxidant that has received a U.S. patent. Multiple clinical studies show Hair Grow is safe and effective in promoting new hair growth. In one study, 95% of the patients using Hair Grow saw increased hair count. Don't lose more time and more hair. Try Hair Grow today to feel and look your best. Just go to newnordicusa.com or visit Walgreens or Amazon to purchase. Look younger and feel more confident with Hair Grow by New Nordic at newnordicusa.com.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power. Power for a better Alabama.
You know, Auburn has shot the three-pointer very well of late. Coming into the Missouri game, in the last 5 games, I believe, going in, Auburn was shooting something like 40% from 3. They were incredible in the second half against Missouri, and tonight already, Sonny. A great deal of it is Denver Jones. Auburn is 8 of 16 from 3. Jones alone, 6 of 8 from 3, including 3 here in the second half.
I think a lot of this had to do with their scouting report. They figured up they'd show zone, let people go, leave the middle open, and once the ball was entered, they sinked it a bit, and we reversed it real quick and getting wide open shots on the wing.
This was the starting 5 at Georgia last month. Aiden Holloway, Denver Jones, Chaney Johnson, Chad Baker-Mazara, and Janai Broom.
The big thing is don't lighten up. Don't give them second shots.
Thomason, top of the circle for James.
And Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham, Hal Baird.
One of the writers who had covered the Royals when I played there was a gentleman, you may have met him, his name was Tom Ash. Tom had become the Big 8 skywriter for the Cornhuskers. And he knew Bill Olson very well from right there in Omaha. And they just happened to be talking one day, and Tom said, have you talked to the Auburn coach? And Bill Olson said, well, no. And he said, well, you don't talk to him. So that kind of got us in the door a little bit, and I had my friends in Kansas City make a phone call or two, and just to try to get in the door. And when we got him down here for a visit, of course, he loved it.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Southern homes are particularly vulnerable to termites. In this climate, you need guaranteed protection. You need Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. Termites attack the Centricon stations, exposing themselves to an agent that eliminates their entire colony. Upgrade from old-fashioned liquid service to the proven protection of Centricon and Cook's Pest Control. Call Cook's today for a free evaluation.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Well, this place wasn't already fired up enough. Someone just won themselves a new car from Lynch Toyota of Auburn with a 94-foot putt, and this place went wild. Jacob Hillman here courtside at Neville Arena as Auburn leads Georgia 56-36. Quick check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Texas Tech leads number 11 Baylor 53-49. Pop Isaacs has 15 points for the Red Raiders, and number 9 Duke trails number 7 North Carolina 43-38 with 17:29 to go at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Back to Andy Burcham and Sonny Smith.
How about that? 94-foot putt, baseline to baseline. Second time ever It happened last season. First time it's happened this year. How about that? That was sweet. We need to get the name of that young man. 56-36 Auburn.
They showing zone, but what they're probably going to play is man.
Broom, right wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Off the left side, Chaney Johnson. CBM at the top. Right wing, Denver. Low post, Broom. Over his hand and out of bounds. Janai thought he was held.
Pass, but he was held on the ball.
It wasn't a good pass, but Janai looked like he might have been held by
he was
Chiwa.
held. It might have been a better pass if you'd not been held.
Hill across midcourt for the Dogs. Auburn by 20. 15:27 on a county clock in the second. Hill to Kane at the top. Down the lane, Sunahara. Nice pass. Chiwa up, and he is blocked and fouled by Chaney Johnson. And that will be Chaney's first foul of the night.
One thing we're going to have to address is the fact that their post player is going way away from the basket. And the minute a shot goes up, he becomes a running rebounder. He did that in the first half, and we've got to put a body on him somewhere.
And for a big guy, he shoots the free throws pretty well,
Yes,
Sonny,
he
at
does.
70%.
Yes, he does.
Excuse me.
We don't want this to be a half-court game.
No. Chiwa's free throws missed.
We do want him to miss free throws, though. I always love that part.
Denver Jones comes out, so does Aiden Holloway, so does Janai Broom. Trey Donaldson, KD Johnson, and Cap Cardwell in, joining Chad Baker-Mazzara and Chaney Johnson on the floor.
I'd like to see KD Johnson have a good game. We need him because he can be that big deal off the bench.
Chiwa makes the second free throw. He's 3 of 6 from the line tonight. Auburn ball. Tigers by 19 points, 15-17 in the second half.
They're showing zone, playing zone.
Cap Cardwell on a curl to Chaney, puts it up from about 4 and scores.
And the zone people at the top are not dropping to the basket. We can get anything. We've got one-on-one.
Drive to the hole. Thomason ran into his own man and scored, and they called the foul on Auburn.
That's because the guy playing in the post turned his back, and when he did, he received a contact. If he's been facing it, might have gone the other way.
Foul was against Dylan Cardwell, his second.
We don't want them going to the line because in a way they shoot pretty good from
his free throw, though, is missed.
Keep missing them. That's why I do that.
You're doing it very well tonight because Georgia is 5 of 12 from the free throw line.
I think
Sonny.
they shoot 75%, 73, something like that.
73.9. Not tonight. Auburn ball. KD. Down to Cardwell. Dylan head fake, drives, triple teamed up and in with a foul.
Dylan Cardwell is showing something that a lot of practice does, a lot of coaching does. His foot movement around the basket used to be kind of not good enough. It's kind of slow.
Yeah.
He's got fast feet right now.
He's a senior. He could come back for Auburn.
I hope he does.
I do too, Sonny.
He could play somewhere for a little bit of money.
And you know what? That's selfish on my part. I want to see this guy play another year in an Auburn uniform.
Well, I think he should be selfish and come back. He's going to get some money out of it if he does.
Sunahara called for the foul, his second. Dylan's free throw. He missed it. Sunahara gets the rebound.
All right.
Hill across midcourt for the Dogs. Auburn by 21 points, 60-39. Hill inside the arc to the free throw line. Out to the top for Chiwa. Leaves there for Demery. Outside the arc, right side to Chiwa. Inside the arc. Chiwa needs to get rid of it or dribble. He does to Hill.
Hill is quick.
3 ball. Hill. Good.
Hill is quick.
Senior out of Houston, a transfer from Longwood. Knocks home the 3. Auburn's lead cut to 60-42 with 14-10 in the second half. Donaldson at the top for Chaney. Chaney straight away. Low post for Cardwell. Bangs into Chiwa twice. Goes up for the left hand and gets fouled by Chiwa.
Well, he's going to be open a lot because their defenders on the perimeter are not diving on the post. They're staying out to get the kickouts, and so you're absolutely playing one-on-one around the basket.
First foul of the night against Russell Chiwa sends Dylan Cardwell to the line, magna cum laude graduate out of the Harvard College of Business.
I heard of that magna cum laude. I was almost that, I think.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Free throws missed by Dylan. Really?
Yeah, that 2.3 I had kind of took me out of it.
I understand. I never came close.
I don't think 2.3 was real close, but I was second place.
They didn't have my phone number, and it didn't hurt them. Second free throw, he missed them both. Rebound for the Dogs.
All right. We don't want this to be a half-court game. We don't want it to be a free throw battle.
18-point lead for the Tigers. Hill off the right wing. Hill tries to drive, kicks it into the corner. Sunahara drives, hangs, goes up, draws the foul on Auburn. I think it'll go against Cheney.
Could have been a foul, but it was close to being a blocked shot. We're kind of switching everything down there. It looks kind of zone, and we're having to pick up people off the drive coming at us. That's a good way to foul right there.
Sunahara at the line for two. The first is missed. That was the second foul, according to the stat monitor, against Cheney Johnson.
Now, he hadn't missed a free throw this year until that time, I believe, unless he shot some earlier.
That's correct, Sonny. He was 100% until that miss right
there. I thought
there.
I'd read that.
And he starts his next free throw chain, gets the second one to fall. Auburn's
right.
lead 17.
Let's get into our offense here. They're playing a 1-3-1 zone showing.
Lob it right side, Chad Baker. Off the left side, Cheney Johnson to the lane, to the basket, to the hole. He missed it. Rebound, tap up and missed by Cardwell, and Chiwa gets the rebound. Auburn missed a couple point-blank shots right there. Thomason, left wing Hill, three ball. Yep.
We're trading threes for turnovers right now. We're going to have to get with the program here.
They're
showing a 1-3-1 half-court trap type zone.
Auburn's lead down to 14. Cheney against the 1-3-1. Donaldson tried to throw an alley-oop. Here's Georgia the other way.
They got a spread, and we don't want to do that against a 1-3-1.
Melendez misses the three. Rebound, Chad Baker-Mazar on the break. Out to the top for KD. Auburn's lead down to 14 points. 12:45 in the second half of play. Shot clock at 8:16 for the Tigers. Donaldson between the circles. Cardwell at the top. Bounce pass. Cheney against Sunahara. Double teamed. And a whistle and a foul.
Well, I was thinking they might call one after a while. I mean, you know, when it gets dark, you're supposed to light the lamp. And they ain't lighting their lamps right now. They're fouling us every time we get the ball.
Demery called for his first foul. That is the third foul against Georgia. Out of bounds, baseline left. Auburn ball. Moore into the Auburn lineup.
It looks like what George is trying to do is get the people that are not great shooters on our team taking the shots.
Moore on his senior night. Donaldson left sideline. Auburn's lead down to 14 points. 12:22 in the second half. Shot clock at 8. Cardwell, KD, turns the corner against Chiwa. Long three, KD, no. Rebound to Cardwell, had it and lost it out of bounds. Georgia ball.
All right, we're playing like we forgot to show up right now, so we're going to have to play a little bit.
That's another one of those 7-0 runs that we saw so much in the first half by both teams. This one by Georgia, and they had the ball as Deloach checks into the lineup for the Dogs.
We're taking shots that are not good shots. Some of them late in the shot clock, which you have to.
They're a bit smaller right now with Chiwa out and Deloach in. Hill, another three. He missed it short. Rebound, Chris Moore lost it. Melendez at the free throw line.
Rebounds.
Low post, Deloach, and he was fouled by Chris Moore.
What's happening is right now, it looks worse than it is, but they've got the floor spread, for the lane is wide open, and they're running post players in there. They're not stationaring anybody, so we're going to have to rebound with 5 because they're all out away from the goal.
For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Georgia ball when we come back. Auburn 60, Georgia 46. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for... Aw, Jim.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
We're still on the air.
Hello, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. They say Coke Zero Sugar is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. War Eagle.
War Eagle, it's a great day for Auburn Tigers to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccinations during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are all up to date on all recommended vaccines, including COVID-19 and flu. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
A look at the defensive statistics is brought to you by Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. You don't have to live with termites.
Rebounding pretty even right now. Auburn on top by 14, 60-46. Georgia on a 7-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Rebounding right now, Auburn 26, Georgia 23. Turnovers 8 apiece. Pretty low turnover ball game.
What Georgia is doing is called tempo control. They're trying to control the tempo, get us slowed down, us take an early shot, and they move the ball around the perimeter and take late shots, drawing fouls.
Georgia ball out of bounds baseline right, 11th time this season for Auburn with at least 20 assists. The Tigers have been good at getting rid of the basketball this season. Melendez on the inbound. Posts up against KD, puts it up, missed it, got it back, put it up and in. And it's a 12-point game.
He's taller than Jay. We have a guy hurt on it.
It's Dylan Cardwell who's down on his back underneath the Georgia goal. 6 points for R.J. Melendez. The lead is 12 for Auburn. Dylan Cardwell holding his forehead right now. And Auburn's athletic trainer, Clark Pearson, is out. Dylan will get some help. He might need to come off the floor, and I think he will. I'll take a look at Cap on the bench, and Janai Broom is back in. It's a 9-0 run right now for Georgia. Auburn's gone 3 minutes and 1 second without scoring, and Dogs are right back in this one, Sonny.
Well, it seems like we haven't played much basketball. It's like it's timeouts, injuries, both teams playing half-court basketball, not much running take place. We could say they're controlling the tempo a little bit better.
They are right now, yeah. Auburn led by 21 points at the 14:40 mark. Since then, Georgia's gone on a 9-0 run. Auburn's lead is 12, 60-48, Auburn basketball.
And they'll let us take the quick shot if it's not a layup.
Donaldson across midcourt. Georgia in a man, left wing, goes for Moore. Chris, free throw line, Jalen Williams. Faces the basket, head fake. Lost it, but he was fouled. Auburn's fortunate.
Will they call it a shot or not?
I don't think so. Deloach has whistled for the foul. It's his first. It's Georgia's fourth. They're shooting free throws the rest of the night, friends. That was just the fourth foul in Georgia.
I was concerned about that.
Yeah.
When you're controlling the tempo and you got the free throws on your side, that's a different game.
Inbound Broom. Leans in, goes up. He didn't. No, it did go. It did go. My mistake.
Well, I thought we tipped it in. The guy kept getting in front of me.
Broom with 8. That snaps a 9-0 run by the Dogs. 62-48 Tigers. 11-12 to go in the second half of play. Demery between the circles for the Dogs, and a foul on the other side as Melendez goes down. He's holding his left elbow. And the foul was called against Chris Moore.
Was it? If it was as hard as he's playing, we might have to cart him off. I think there's a little more. He might be hurt more than I think, though.
Melendez gets up holding his left elbow.
Yeah, that's from hitting one of our guys in the head. They're doing a little better job than we are.
And a 30-second timeout called with 11:08. As they look at the call now, review perhaps the call and the foul on Chris Moore.
I didn't see anything, of course. They're trying to explain it. One official explaining it, two of them looking.
Hey, congratulations to Connor Boyle. Connor, the winner of the car from Lynch Toyota of Auburn. How about that? Right now, 11:08 in the second half.
There's nothing there.
And the review is over.
They showed it up on screen. There was nothing there.
I'm not sure what they've called, however. May be that, Sonny, but we still have not received word what the call was.
Well, there must be something there. They wouldn't be. It wouldn't be making all those.
I think the foul
speeches
took
over
place underneath the basket.
Well, out front's what I thought they were looking at.
Yeah.
They must be going.
Apparently, it's a flagrant one against Auburn. We've not received any kind of information. Yep. Hopefully, we get a call here from one of the officials.
Be the only one close.
It is a common foul.
Well,
all right. So it's just free throws. It's just free throws for Georgia.
Yeah.
It's a common foul on Chris Moore, and Melendez or Sonohara is at the line shooting for Melendez.
And I believe Coach Pearl got to choose who the shooter was because Melendez had
because
to go
of
out.
the injured player. Melendez would have been the one shooting. He chooses Sonohara. If Coach Pearl chooses that, that's a guy that coming into tonight was shooting 100% from the line.
Yeah, but he hadn't taken any, had he? Well, let's see.
Well, he's 1 for 2 tonight. This is a 1 in bonus for Georgia. And he missed it. Well, that was the right choice, wasn't it? His first 2 misses of the season come in the regular season finale.
Now let's see if they're playing man or showing man and playing zone.
They're showing man right now. Auburn ball, Chris Moore. Low post for Broom and never got there. A steal for Deloach up the right sideline for Georgia. Auburn's lead is 14 points, 62-48. Hill, wide open 3 ball. No. Rebound tapped out of there. Donaldson on the break with Broom. Leaves for KD at the left wing. Outside the arc. KD, a 3. Yes.
Well, we needed that. We needed that. Bad shot, good shot, whatever it was, we needed it.
And they called a technical foul on KD Johnson after the 3-pointer.
Well,
Auburn goes up by 17.
He has a thing where he talks to people after he makes a shot.
Well, and I'm not sure what he did.
And that may be been looking for that. Coaches will see that type of thing and try to get stuff out of it.
The 3 is good for KD, and now Demery Jr. is at the line for 2 for Georgia, and then the Dogs will have the ball out of bounds.
When these people get together and all of them played somewhere in the Atlanta area, and they talk to one another. And
remember KD started at Georgia.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Demery misses a free throw. It's been a miserable night at the line for Georgia.
The only people getting any action out of this game right now is the officials.
He makes the second free throw. They're 7 of 18 from the line, and that's a team that came in at almost 74% this season.
All right, the game has no flow to it right now.
You're right about that, Sonny.
That's going in Georgia's favor.
Auburn 65, Georgia 49, 10:34 to go. In the second half, Georgia has the ball following the technical foul called against KD Johnson after he made the 3-pointer.
We might have to have a midnight curfew on this game.
Ooh. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification of the Auburn Sports Network. (65-49) Auburn, Georgia ball. Demery working on Chris Moore at the top. Between the circles, left wing for Hill. Drives underneath, running one-hander, he missed it. Rebound to Donaldson ahead, KD. KD to the hole, up and he missed it. And the rebound to Georgia. Lost it, KD blocking a foul. KD goes to the line for a couple. Well, KD has no fear underneath, friends.
No, he does
none whatsoever.
He has no fear whatsoever. He plays hard.
Yes.
He does everything except he gets involved with the crowd and the other team a little bit too much.
And he's at the free throw line to shoot 2 for Auburn. Foul was called against James.
He's great at getting people in foul trouble because he attacks you.
Third foul on James. Free throw, KD. Missed it. Neither team is shooting free throws well tonight.
Well, we're not shooting anything right now.
Auburn 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Georgia 7 of 18.
We couldn't go hunting right now because we ain't shooting nothing.
Free throw good for KD.
All right, we'll press a little bit. We'll show more than anything else.
66-49 Auburn. 10 minutes and 8 seconds in the second. Thomason across midcourt for the Dogs. Crossover dribble, got a screen. Off the left side, down the lane, head fake. Fade away by Thomason. He didn't get it. Rebound, tap up and in by Deloach.
Well, nobody on our team is blocked out, and it really is hurting us now. We've been used to out-rebounding people by running the rebounds. We got to block them out.
66-51 Auburn. 9:43 in the second half of play. Donaldson gets a screen from Jalen. Gets the ball to Broom, left side of the arc. Spins. Drives to the hole. Put it up, and he missed it. Goes fouled by Deloach. Second foul on Deloach will send Janai Broom to the free throw line for 2 for Auburn.
Yeah, we're substituting 3 people now, I believe.
Yeah, it will be Denver Jones, Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Aiden Holloway coming in for Auburn.
We have no rhythm to our offense right now. The reasons you say that is Georgia's controlling the tempo. That's what they want, is a slow down tempo. We got to get it up tempo again, and we got to not give them but one shot.
Janai missed the first free throw. Holloway, Baker-Mazzara, and Denver Jones in for the Tigers. It's Auburn's original starters tonight. Second free throw from Janai. Missed them both. Rebound Chad Baker. Back up. Nope. Rebound Deloach. Foul from behind by Janai.
Right there.
Yeah, second foul on Janai. May have been a little bit of a frustration foul on Janai. And Georgia back to the free throw line. It will be Deloach.
Yeah, Janai's not getting the ball much, and the game has slowed down to Georgia's type of tempo, and we just got to get our act together and get the tempo back and only give them one shot and stay off that free throw line.
Deloach, a transfer from VCU. 1 in bonus is good. Season high 9 points earlier this season against North Florida back in December. He has 3 points tonight. $9:33 to go in the second half. 66-52 Auburn.
Everything's Georgia's way right now. They're controlling the tempo. They got the game in a little bit of a personal, physical type of play and talking to one another.
And Auburn's lead is down to 13 points.
We got to get going here.
Holloway picked up by Deloach. Left side. Denver right back to Holloway with 15 to shoot. To the wing for Denver. Low post Jalen. Up and missed it. May have been blocked. Rebounded by Deloach.
They got us spread out. They got us getting one shot only and no rebounding.
Thomason. They're a 3-ball away from making this a 10-point game. Hill has it left wing. Outside the arc, 14 to shoot for Georgia. Drives, backs up, top of the circle. Lobs it underneath Deloach, stripped out of there. Deloach gets it back with 7 to shoot. Now underneath, shot is blocked out of bounds with 4.5 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Well, they've got the floor spread, and they're making one drive, and then cutters coming from the backside. Now we got it. When that goes up, we got to rebound with 5. Not give them any
Deloach just threw a shot into the chest of Chad Baker-Mazzara. Chad Baker a bit upset right now.
Well, he got hit in the chest.
He did. He sure did. No foul. Georgia ball out of bounds, baseline right. 4.5 seconds. Inbound Deloach. Goes up. He missed it. Rebound Broom.
Push it and get a good shot. Get a good shot. They got the game their way now.
13-point lead for Auburn. This ball game has slowed down considerably. Baker-Mazzara.
That's what Georgia wants is a game like this.
Free throw line. Kicks it to the corner. Head fake Jalen. Step back 3 Jalen. Nope. Rebound Chad Baker. Foul underneath. I think it's going to go against Broom. Are they going to call it? No, it's going to call against Georgia. I think it's going to call against Deloach. And Janai is at the line for a 1 in bonus.
Georgia's winning the talking game and shoving game right now. We got to turn around and play our kind of game.
I agree with you, Sonny. Janai at the line, a 1 in bonus. And Deloach says something as he walks off the floor.
What? I think that affects Janai a little bit more than other people. That's the guy they've gone after most of the night.
Janai Broom at the line for a 1 and bonus for Auburn. He has 8 points on the night, 4 rebounds.
Janai's got to start knocking down free throws because they've targeted him.
A 1 and bonus for Janai Broom. Got the first to fall.
We're going to have to win this thing from the free throw line because Georgia's not going to let us play. Street fight. Don't let anything up or down.
Janai got both.
Now that'll help. You hit a couple of those, and they'll have to play.
68-53 Auburn. 8:22 in the second half. Georgia ball. Demery walks it across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. To Blue Kane back into the lineup for the Dogs. Kane picked up by Holloway in the AU in the middle of the floor. Now they switch off. Holloway back with Kane. Drives to the free throw line inside the lane. Fade away from Kane. Missed it. Rebound Georgia.
That's because we're not running back to rebound. It's happened a lot.
James up, missed it. Rebound to Broom, lost it. Comes right to Chiwa. He puts it in.
Broom is worried about them fouling him. He's talking to the officials. He's got to get playing Broom's game. Janai is a player.
68-55 Tigers. 7:43 second half. Janai. Jalen out on the right wing. Crossover dribble goes baseline, drives into the lane, turnaround jumper, good.
We're having to score one-on-one because they got 4 guys in the basket, around the basket. I can't even talk.
10 points for Jalen. Auburn's lead is 15 points, 70-55. Dogs ball. Chiwa outside the arc against Janai. Puts it on the floor, drives into the lane, lost the ball. It's loose. Out of there. It's going to be a jump ball. He's tied up by Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Georgia has the arrow. And a timeout on the floor. 7:11 to go in the second. Auburn 70, Georgia 55. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network from Playfly.
The Auburn Tigers will be headed back to the NCAA tournament for the 3rd straight season. As the Tigers prepare to dance, we want to remind you that broadcast rights agreements prevent the NCAA tournament games from being streamed on auburntigers.com and the Auburn app. But you can still tune into your local Auburn Sports Network affiliate to hear the call as the Tigers try to make a run through their brackets. Again, NCAA tournament games will not be streamed on auburntigers.com or the Auburn app, but you can still follow the action on your radio home for the Tigers in March, the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for the perfect match?
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Find a vehicle you'll love at the Toyota Ready, Set, Go event. Toyota, let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $329 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through April 1st, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. 3628 to its signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our home.
When you step onto the court and into the spotlight. The moment to show that hard work and long days pay off. Because when that final shot leaves your hands and we leave our seats, that powerful moment connects us all.
Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Power for a better Alabama.
Welcome back to Neville Arena. Auburn leading Georgia 70-55 with 7:11 to play. Jacob Hillman here courtside with the check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Final in Lubbock. Texas Tech takes down number 11 Baylor 78-68. Darion Williams had 16 points and 11 rebounds at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Number 7 North Carolina leads number 9 Duke 65-51. And at Providence, number 2 UConn has not come to play yet. The Friars lead the Huskies, second ranked in the nation, 15-4 at the under-16 timeout. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Hall of Fame coach Sonny Smith.
What was that North Carolina Duke score?
65-51 Tar Heel lead.
At Cameron.
At Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Okay. I think all the guys on game day picked Duke. Half of them said that Auburn is an overrated team going into the NCAA. That baffles me. Auburn has been underrated all year, undervalued all season long. Anyway, 70-55 Auburn. 7:11 to go in the second half. Georgia ball with 10 to shoot.
One thing to be mentioned right now, they're running out of time. They cannot stall and hold the ball to get back in the game now. They're going to have to shoot, so we're going to have to guard and not give them any second shots.
Demery will trigger baseline right in front of Chad Baker-Mazzara. He lobs it to Kane, on the wing for Chiwa. Chiwa inside the arc. Now drives on Broom to the hole. He lost it. That hit the bottom of the backboard and out of bounds to Auburn. Yep. Actually, it hit the standard. Hit the standard behind the backboard.
I was all tensed up here thinking they're going to call a foul.
I thought so, but they didn't.
Yeah, well, I didn't see a foul. That's why I was saying
Auburn
no.
by 17, under 7 minutes. Excuse me, Auburn by 15 with under 7 minutes.
Take
Tiger
some
ball.
time. Make them guard us.
Broom, low post. Off the left side for Holloway. Penetrates, running one-hander. Good from 15
We
feet.
needed a field goal. We need to get back playing. They got us playing their game.
Down the lane and out of bounds off of Auburn as Demery tried to drive on Holloway.
We tried to tie him up and had the hand on the ball, but they'd end up going out of bounds.
72-55 Tigers, 6:38 in the second half. Inbound Kane, knocked away Denver. To Janai, up the floor. Holloway, right wing three, no. Weak side rebound, Chua. And here's Georgia the other way, Thomason. At the point, gets a screen. Down the lane to the hole, he lobbed it up there, he missed it. Chua got the rebound. Chua in the lane, still in the lane. 3-second violation against Chua.
Yeah, well, it's more like 3 minutes.
It was 3.
Yeah, he could have stayed in there till we won the game.
It was 3-something.
3-something. I can't count much that far.
Oh, my.
That's the longest 3 I've ever seen.
Hill and Kane out for Georgia. For Auburn, Chaney Johnson, Aiden Holloway, Denver Jones, Janai Broom, Chad Baker-Mazzara.
Let's move the ball and take a good shot.
72-55 Tigers. 6:07, second half of play. Jalen on the right side, Broom, hands to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Turns the corner, off the glass, and good.
What a terrific play and unselfish play.
Auburn's lead is 19 now, 74-55. Hill to the hole in the corner. 3 ball, it's up, it's good from Demery. His third 3 of the night. And Auburn turned it over, trying to get the ball back inbound.
What happened?
Over the line and back, I think, on Aiden Holloway. May have been across the line when he got it and then stepped back.
Well, we're going to have to start thinking this is a basketball game we're playing here.
10th turnover against Auburn, Georgia ball. Lob inbound, Chua. Left wing, 3 ball, Thomason. Yep.
They're making those threes. They've got the floor spread. They're almost out of bounds. They got a spread so far.
6 in a row for Georgia. 2 threes. Back to a 13-point game.
All right, now get a good shot. We don't need a quick shot. We need a good shot.
74-61 Tigers. Broom to Holloway between the circles.
Move.
Left side, Chad Baker penetrates on a hub fake. Step back 3 ball. Didn't get it. Rebound, Chaney Johnson. He pushed off to get it.
What's happening to us now is we're passing the ball about 1 to 2 times and we're taking a shot. Where it's a good shot or a bad shot, we're taking a shot. And then we're fouling them. They got the game, the tempo they want, the attitude about the game that they want. We got to get it up tempo here a little bit.
Third foul against Chaney Johnson, but it stops the clock with 5:16 to go. And Silas Demery's at the free throw line for a 1 and bonus.
Yeah, we've got to get this thing, as they say in Rome Mountain, we got to get sped up here.
74-61. He can cut the lead to 11 with both free throws. And he missed the first one. That was a 1 and bonus. Nope, Auburn's in the double bonus. My mistake. Georgia gets a second. Both teams have struggled from the line tonight. Georgia 9 of 21, Auburn 5 of 13.
This has been a game struggle to watch, to be honest with you.
Demery will get another free throw. He can cut the lead to 13 or to 12.
We got to quit playing to the crowd and play out there on the court.
You missed the second when you get gooey fries at Baumhauer's. That gets the crowd into it. And he silences them with that second free throw.
Now they're not going to pick up any higher. They're going to play loose and hope that we'll shoot quick.
74-62 Auburn. They're on a 7-0 run with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second half. Inside the arc, Broom double team. Brings it outside to the wing. 13 to shoot, spins, and he's fouled by Chiwa. That'll be the second foul on Russell Chiwa.
When the ball goes to Janai, they triple team him. And so he's got to find somebody for a cutter to the basket, and all that triple team will be stopping.
Auburn, a season high 27 assists tonight.
This game is closer than you would think, and there's almost 5 minutes left.
12-point Auburn lead. Free throw by Janai. Got it. Janai with 11 tonight.
Andy, I got a feeling we're going to have to score a lot on dead balls. We're going to be going to the free throw line quite a bit.
Yep, I'm afraid you're right, Sonny. Broom, 11 points and 4 rebounds tonight. Next free throw is good. He should be.
Right, if we make those free throws, that'll take him out of that kind of game plan.
Janai should be named first team All-SEC come Monday.
They got all 5 guys on the perimeter.
Demery in front of the Georgia bench on the right wing. Auburn's lead is 14. Top of the circle for Thomason. Step back 3 against Cheney. Barely drew iron. Rebound though by Chiwa.
We're not rebounding with all 5. And
Thomason fouled on the right side by Cheney.
When the ball goes up, our guys are looking to run except the guys that they think is going to rebound. We need to rebound with 5 because they're rebounding with it.
Thomason at the line for 2 for Georgia. Rebounding a little more of an edge for Georgia here in the second half. They've out-rebounded Auburn 15-14, and Thomason makes the free throw.
That's because we're not rebounding with 5. We've been rebounding with 2 or 3.
9 tonight for Thomason. As Broom comes out, so does Holloway, so does Cheney.
That kid's
Denver.
a player. He averages double figures. And
Denver, Cardwell, and Donaldson are in. Second free throw
great
made
on the free throw line, but he made them tonight.
Auburn's lead is 12 again, 76-64. 4:34 to go in the second half.
Well, they got the game, the tempo they want.
Donaldson between the circles. Jalen now at the top. Inside the arc, Cardwell, left wing to Denver. Wide open 3. Count it. 7 threes tonight for Denver Jones.
And they're looking for him, and that makes a big difference.
79-64 Tigers. Hill from 15, left side, didn't get it. Rebound Sunahara, put it in.
I tell you, we're not rebounding with 5 guys. We're looking to run.
Sunahara did not play against Auburn in Athens. He's made an impact tonight with 3 points. And on the glass, 79-66 Auburn. 3:40 or 52 to go in the second. At the top, it's Denver. Denver backs up, lobs it right side. Jalen is open for a 3. Yes!
You knock those down, they'll come out of that stalling stuff.
3:39 in the second half. Hill to the free throw line. Picks up the dribble. Left wing Thomason goes baseline. Leans in, goes up for a shot, missed it. Rebound Chiwa in the lane. Chiwa back up, he missed it. Rebound to the floor for Sonera, and a foul on Chad Baker-Mazara takes us to a timeout.
They were
break.
holding him by the jersey all the way to that.
3:24 to go. Auburn 82, Georgia 66. Auburn basketball is brought to you by East Alabama Health. With more than 80 physicians added in the past 5 years, they're growing their healthcare team to meet the growing needs of Auburn, Opelika, and the surrounding area. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Looking for the perfect match?
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Find a vehicle you'll love at the Toyota Ready, Set, Go event. Toyota, let's go places. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4. Offer valid through April 1st, 2024. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
When you live in SEC country, you feel it everywhere you go. The traditions and rivalries surround you. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more. And like SEC fans, we'll never quit. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus.
For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings.
Carrier, a proud partner of Auburn Athletics and special needs assistance stations for you. Turn to the experts with Carrier.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank Post-Game Show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now, back to the game.
29 assists for Auburn tonight. It is the most for the Auburn Tigers in the Bruce Pearl era. The previous high was 27 against Cal State Northridge back in 2019. How about that? 29 assists. It's the most in the Bruce Pearl area, or Bruce Pearl era, for Auburn. Yeah. Auburn 82, Georgia 66.
If we'd taken a little bit better care of the ball, I think this would have been a blowout. It probably, looking up there, it's pretty much a blowout anyhow.
Well, Auburn only has 10 turnovers tonight. Yeah. Georgia has 11. Denver Jones, Trey Donaldson.
When you play half-court basketball, Andy, you're going to have less turnovers than when you're running, throwing long passes and things like that.
Demery at the line for a double bonus, 2 shots. Freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. The free throw crawls in there.
Now, Georgia will not let up on the fouling. They'll be fouling away from the ball all the rest of this game.
North Carolina State Championship at Millbrook High School back in 2021 for Demery. Made the first free throw, and he makes the second.
Now, they may pick up a little bit full court now. Yeah, they did.
Inbound, Donaldson in the backcourt. Dribbles through a double team across midcourt to the top of the circle. Off to the right side. Auburn 82, Georgia 68, 3:15 and counting in the second half. Donaldson fouled by Cardwell.
They've been doing that all night.
I don't know if it was Chiwa or it was Hill. They were double teaming Dillon.
They've been doing it, holding jerseys and shoving all night. I think they're trying to get Auburn really upset.
And they're going to go take a look at this foul.
Well, they're doing it on every play.
Chiwa's called for his third, Sonny.
Huh?
That was the third foul on Chiwa. They're going to make sure that it's not a flagrant foul.
Well, they've been holding jerseys. They couldn't be hitting you. They've been holding the jerseys too much.
Okay. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit mindy@paradise.com. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second half. Auburn 82, Georgia 68. Every one of Auburn's wins this season, all 23 coming into tonight, have been by double digits. It's the most this year in NCAA basketball. I'm not sure there's ever been an Auburn season where every Auburn win was by double digits in the regular season. Auburn trying to strive for that tonight, trying to get win number 24, win number 13 in the SEC.
You think about it, we probably shot threes better when we have free throws tonight. We've missed some free throws.
Auburn will finish, if it does win tonight, just one game out of first in the SEC, in a tie for second. A win for Auburn tonight, as we understand it, Auburn will be the 4 seed at the NCAA or the SEC tournament starting Friday. That's Auburn's first game is Friday. Second game of the tournament on Friday.
Andy, this might sound crazy. It looks like it's a bad game. We're running away from this game, but it looks like Georgia's staying in because they're fouling all the time.
Free throw by Dillon is good. He has 7 points tonight. A Bruce Pearl high 29 assists for Auburn tonight at Auburn. We're trying to find the last time Auburn had 30 assists in a game. Cardwell shakes off the arms. Gets the ball back from Lucas Santos, and will shoot the second free throw. Missed it long, and the rebound to Sunahara for Georgia. Auburn by 15 points, 83-68. Thomason across midcourt for the Dogs. Gets a screen down the left side of the lane. Underneath, he scores.
He's a good player. We need to give help and not let him go to the goal on the dribble in a one-on-one situation.
Auburn by 13 points, under 2:50 to go in the second half. Donaldson breaks the press, now sets up the half-court offense. Donaldson, a screen from Cardwell to Dillon at the top. Dillon fouled by Chiwa. They're going to foul Dillon Cardwell. They want to put him at the free throw line.
Oh, yeah.
So Cardwell back at the line for 2. They're going to foul Dillon. He shoots 62%.
They're going to do that for sure. And they're leaving him free so that you have to throw him the ball. They're denying everybody else.
First free throw is good.
That'll shut your mouth right there when you do that, won't it? I like to see him knock down 2 and get that confidence up, because people are going to be fouling him the deeper we go into the tournament.
And he missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Demery.
And they'll shoot a little quicker than they were, so we got a rebound with 5 guys.
Thomas in between the circles. Auburn's lead is 14 with 2:33 to go. Thomason at the top for Dylan James. To Chiwa against Cardwell. Chiwa backs his man in. Up with the left hand. He got it.
And they're trying to post up people on Cardwell right now.
84-72 Auburn. 2:13 to go in the second half of play. Donaldson across midcourt. Justin Hill guards him. Donaldson gets a little separation in the center circle. Gets a screen. Gets the ball to Cardwell. They quickly foul him. Not sure why you want to pass the ball to Dillon right there.
Well, it's a part of the offense that he comes up to the top with 5 out and becomes a screener, and that's the reason they're doing that. We can go around these people because they're putting so much pressure on us after we cross midcourt. We might as well drive it, but we're trying to kill a little time, and that's what we should be doing, really.
Cardwell at the line. First is good.
That'll make you quit fouling him.
Knock home both. Auburn's 29 assists. It's the most for Auburn that we know of going back to the 2005 season. Second free throw. Dillon got both.
He made them both.
Yeah. 10 points for Dillon Cardwell.
Now, we don't want to foul them.
86-72 Auburn, under 2 minutes now to go. Hill down the lane against Jalen. Put it up and he was fouled. Hill to the line for 2.
I didn't see that foul, but I guess it was there.
Got it with the body.
Must have.
And Hill goes to the line for 2. 67% free throw shooter.
The only way they could catch us or make it close is on dead ball situations. They're going to foul us, so we don't need to be fouling them.
Free throw is good.
That's the only way to kill the clock.
86-73 Auburn. 1:51 to go in the second half.
All right, now they may press a little if they make this free throw, so we got to be ready for that.
Chiwa and James come out. Here comes Broom in for Dillon Cardwell.
That's so they can't foul him, and that's a good coaching move.
Denver Jones, Trey Donaldson, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, Jalen Williams, and Janai Broom. Second free throw good from Hill.
They're making their free throws, so we don't want to put them there.
They press. Jalen looking for an inbound, gets it to Chad Baker, ahead to Donaldson. Donaldson drives to the hole, leaves for Janai, goes up, and he's fouled. I think this foul will go against Deloach.
Yeah, we got to get Janai going. He's been kind of thinking about all the licks he's been taking. They've been beating on him.
12 points, 4 rebounds, but maybe a career high for assists tonight for Janai with 5.
Yeah, they've been doubling him and doing everything, so I'm glad he's done what he has to on making assists.
Janai makes the first free throw.
Yeah,
13 on the night for Janai.
What's he from the free throw line?
Let me look. How about 5 of 7?
Yeah.
Missed his first couple.
Because they've been trying to foul him every time he gets the ball, and he's making them pay.
And he makes both.
All right, now we don't want to foul them foolishly. They're going to drive the ball right now.
88-74 Tigers. Hill. Picked up by Jalen. Picked up by Denver. Bounce pass to the top. Underneath, Chiwa against Broom. Fouled by Broom. Chiwa to the line for 2.
What they're doing is they're spreading the floor. They're running a guy to the post, trying to get him the ball in a one-on-one situation.
Foul against Chad Baker Mazzara, his 4th.
Who did they call it on?
Chad Baker. Chiwa gets a couple. By the way, Broom's 5 assists, 2 under his career high. He had 7 against Ole Miss. First free throw is missed by Chiwa. And the Gooey Fries chant will now go up. Gooey Fries. Gooey Fries. He misses the second free throw. It's Gooey Fries at Baumhauer's. Listen to him. He got the second one to fall.
Georgia's made this game closer than it really should be, but with their style.
They've hung around, haven't they?
Yeah, they just beat on you, hang around.
88-75, Auburn, 1:30 to go. Against the press. Jalen looking for an inbound, gets it to Chad Baker, and he's immediately fouled by Blue Kane. 1:30 to go. Auburn's lead is 13 points, 88-75. CBM at the line for a couple for Auburn.
Reunion. Everybody's wanting to go home now. You know, after all the food and everything been eaten. As long as we keep knocking down these free throws, this party ain't over.
4.6 rebounds tonight for Chad Baker Mazzara. He had 25 at Georgia last month. First free throw. Good.
Make those free throws. Make them feel sorry for fouling on every play.
Chiwa was out. He's back in.
They're going to use him as screeners for out for shooting threes, I would assume.
1:29 to go in the second half. 89-75 Tigers. Chad Baker makes both.
Yeah, I assume he'll set most of the high picks for him.
90-75 Tigers. Hill between the rings. To Blue Kane, left wing. Head fake at 3, penetrates. Free throw line down the lane. Lobs it up, missed it. Rebound Chennai. Outlet to Trey Donaldson. 1:10 to go in the second half. Donaldson blows past his man to the free throw line, now brings it back out to the top. We're approaching the 1-minute mark. Auburn about to get win number 24 and 13 in the league. Donaldson to the hole, lays it in.
They cleared out. That was a set play. They cleared out, got everybody out of the lane, and got a wide open layup. Great coaching move.
92-75 Auburn. 53 seconds to go in the second half. Thomason drives, lobs it up there, didn't get it. Broom gets the rebound, throws it up the floor, but right to Blue Kane. Kane at the left wing for 3 for Georgia. He got it.
Yeah.
Auburn 92, Georgia 78, 42 seconds to go.
What happened there?
I'm not sure. I don't think Georgia's going to foul anymore.
No.
I think they're done. 92-78
I wouldn't
Auburn.
shoot anymore either.
37 seconds to go.
Can't foul you if you don't shoot it.
Trey Donaldson starts to dribble this one away. 15 on the shot clock for Auburn. Hard-fought victory tonight for Auburn. They're 24th of the season. Now Auburn sets the offense in motion. Free throw line, Janai. Underneath, alley-oop. Trey missed it. Rebound tapped up by Chad Baker. He missed it. Final 13 seconds to go. Hill up the floor for 3 for Georgia. He put up an air ball, and Auburn has it with 7.8 seconds to go. 21 points for Denver Jones tonight, the most for the Tigers. You can score points too with the Chick-fil-A app. Download or open the app to place an order. Earn and redeem points with the Chick-fil-A app. War Eagle ain't more chicken. Here comes Carter Sobera. Here comes Jalen Harper. 2 of Auburn's seniors tonight, along with Blake Michalek. Patterson into the game. So is Darren Scott for the Tigers.
This might be what you call an ugly win because Georgia tries to make the game ugly all the time.
Final 7 seconds to go in this one. Jalen doesn't even need to get it across midcourt.
Yeah.
He walks it across midcourt, and this one is over. The Tigers win it, 92-78. Auburn's 24th win of the season, all 24 by double figures. Auburn finishes the SEC regular season at 13-5, and Auburn will be the number 4 seed at the SEC tournament. Plays game 2 on Friday at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Again, the final score tonight, Auburn 92, Georgia 78. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.